Are we recording?
I believe so.
Push the button.
I'm blacker than the ace of spades and more militant than you and your whole damn army put together. While you out there chanting at rallies, browbeating politicians, I'm taking out any money front sucker on a humble that gets in my way. So I'll tell you what. When your so-called revolution starts, you call me, and I'll be right down front showing you how it's done. But until then, you need to shut the fuck up when grown folks is talking. Now can you dig it?
Ladies, gentlemen, and scholars, the world's first Quantimino Power podcast live from the Daddy Juice Energy Studio in the Beating Curtain. Your star players, Gemini Jackson, the Burrito Bandito, Brian McFly, and Arthur Dude. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, of course, you scholars. I'm your fearless and greasy host, Gemini Jackson, somewhere the Quantimino with our resident hyena, Arthur Dude.
Howdy, ninjas.
And the Burrito Bandito.
In the studio.
Meanwhile, Brian McFly joins us from the other side of the glory hole. Brian.
Blessings be upon everyone.
And now let's get this party started with Double X Quantimino. I'm telling you, and I've been telling you, ska's back, baby. I couldn't name you any ska bands, but I know it's coming back.
It's back. It's never left.
Apparently, it's never left.
How did you stumble across that article?
I just know.
Did you write the article?
Yeah, I ghostwrote the article for Business Insider.
There you go.
About the ska
No, this
revival.
is the Washington Post, dude. This is Democracy Dies in Darkness.
This is Amazon, bro.
This is Jeff Bezos' love child.
So the WAPO picked up my article from Business Insider.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I wasn't listening properly.
You know.
I think it's the Waskashington Post.
Oh.
The Skoshington Post.
Yeah.
Boom.
Skoshington.
Perfect.
Skoshington.
Sorry.
So
what's
people have been saying.
Okay, the ska revival is here, but ska never really went away. That's the headline. I mean,
It's been
do we
bubbling
think this is-
under the surface, just...
do we think this is horseshit or do we not?
No, it's definitely horseshit. Ska went away a long time ago.
See, what's funny is that the last time we talked about this, you were on this side. So now, for comedic purposes,
Sometimes you got to play the heel, you know?
I mean,
Okay,
it
you're right.
never went away in my truck.
Yeah, he still definitely has at least 6 CDs in there. They still mostly play. Isn't that crazy? That you
Yeah.
have physical media in your truck?
Yeah.
That is pretty crazy.
Well, I have
Hey.
to.
Burrito inspired me to do the same thing, and I did.
It's nice, right?
You put CDs in your truck?
Not my truck, but
Well,
my
not
sports
the same.
car.
Not the same. Oh, it's your
My
sports car.
Maserati.
My Maserati goes 185.
I mean, if you got money to spend on the Maserati, you might as well get that, 12
Bluetooth.
CD changer.
In
Oh.
the trunk?
Yeah, in the trunk. Yeah. Dude, my mom's Camaro had that.
Yeah. It's a pain in the ass.
It sucked.
It's not as bad as having to feed them in one by one, you know what I mean? Well, yours does that, right? That's how yours is.
Yeah, you feed all 6 of them in, and then you just go through them. Hell yeah.
Them
Okay, I
upstrokes.
apologize. I've been ignoring y'all and trying to figure out this ska thing. I think,
What is
No, you're not wrong.
no, I'm sorry. I think what's happening is there might be an underground YouTube groundswell happening. I think that's what this article is saying. I'm not sure if it's true, but that's kind of what I'm gathering here.
Yeah, it sounds like that people who still love ska for all this time are getting a little bit salty because the kids are picking up ska. And they're like, you know what? It never left. Shut up, old man.
I've
Yeah,
noticed.
like
This is our ska.
I've noticed an emo
It's-
revival.
It's ska with motherfucking Percocet and lean.
Perscocet.
Percocet?
That's a stretch.
That's not great.
have you noticed the
Yeah,
emo
the emo.
revival though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me
But that
about
was
it.
like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
It never left.
Okay.
I think that's why the
That's why
ska
ska-
diehards are salty,
Yeah.
because they were like, hey, but where's our ska TikToks?
No, nobody cares
Our
about
ska talks.
Nobody wants to see kids skanking.
Hey, not everybody's haters.
You know,
Some people
emo
are out
is
to
easy.
profit.
I think emo is easier to revive because emo
it's
has
got
a
a
little bit
look.
more
it's
you
broad
can kind
appeal.
of it's broader. You can have acoustic emo. I mean, it's like you can just make a sad song that's sort of
Yeah.
reminiscent of emo.
Yeah,
With
everyone's
ska,
all-
you're
everyone-
fucking
Nailed
You're just
into
You gotta have
An
it.
experience.
I mean, it's like
You gotta
Try
have
to
the
make a
horns.
sad ska song. You know what I mean?
no. Try to make a ska song that doesn't sound like ska, or like it has to be 100%. I don't know. It's just like there's no half measures when you're making a ska song.
No, it's
you have to
taking-
go all out.
Yeah, it's a formula that you have to follow. Otherwise, it's not ska.
It's not
Whereas-
ska. You're just like, oh, this is dub or what? I don't know that much about music, but you're just like, oh, this is just a song with a
Reggae.
horn
No.
section, or it's
Yeah.
reggae, or it's something. You got to be wearing a zoot suit
You
first
have
of
to
all.
be committed to.
like kind of the only way in is like ska cover songs.
Would you say
What are
every
you
ska
talking
band
about?
covered a song,
What are you talking
recorded a
about?
cover song?
Are you
Yeah.
saying the only way for ska to get to come back in full force is to cover songs?
Yeah, like that's the way for people to get into ska is to like hear their song
Yeah.
as a ska song.
Yeah, that's kind of how well,
A lot of people discover it that way, right? And they're like, wait,
Discover-
Well, in this Washington Post article, there's a Billie Eilish ska punk cover
There you
featured
go.
in it. So
There
I
you
think
go.
I think
See?
you're right.
that's how the kids are getting into it. From Billie Eilish.
it's their gateway.
They should make
Eyelash.
a fucking just cover all their songs as ska and name themselves Billie Eilish. Why not? And he has like the eyelashes from Clockwork Orange.
It's
the
Billy
front man.
Skylash.
There you go.
It wouldn't be Skylash isn't great.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Scottish.
Scottish?
No.
No.
I think we need
It's
a break.
Billy Two Tone.
That's nice.
Two-tone
That's good.
Eilish.
It's Two Tone Eilish. That's not bad. I'll take that one. Anyway, it's coming back, and the curmudgeons are saying it never left.
I'm a curmudgeon, and I'm saying that it did leave, and it's not back.
It left, and it left for fucking good.
I feel like I keep up with music enough to, at least read the mainstream. And in terms of like ska,
The
That left.
zeitgeist.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we're gonna. The Ska's Zeitgeist is gonna come back for a really hot 3 months. Like,
It might, there might be a roaring 20s.
yeah,
for ska.
2022 summer song of the summer will be ska.
Is Swing gonna come back
about
for a
that?
third time?
No, Swing's
right.
not coming back.
Oh, damn it.
Swing barely came back when ska came in.
That's true.
We've talked about We've talked about the Venn diagram of the swing revival and the ska.
Yeah, yeah, it had a lot of hats featured.
scene. in between
Yeah,
this Venn
it's
diagram, it's hats.
Hats, suits,
yeah.
Maybe
no,
that's
and
what's
then
keeping.
no sex.
You know what? I think that's what's keeping ska from coming back fully. Is the
A
the
reticence
connotation
to wear hats.
of the fedora,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's
The
true.
fedora.
Dude, good point.
the whole
Yeah,
reason.
it's such a it's so polarizing to wear a fedora.
Nobody will wear a fedora anymore.
If someone just had the courage to like unironically wear fedoras, we could get the ska revival we've been hoping
And
for.
look
man.
good in
And
it.
play a
And look
trumpet.
good in
Hey,
it.
I never stopped.
Yeah, well, we were trying to get you to.
This is the
I've been using the
intervention.
same
Hurting
fedora
your
for the
family
past
and friends.
14 years.
Yeah, we've been trying to get you to stop.
Your actions affect other people's lives, and we've just been trying to get you to see that.
That's why there's
Yeah.
no video in this podcast.
Yeah, nobody wants to see fedoras
He's wearing 3 fedoras right now.
for no reason.
Triple layer.
And they're not all in his head.
Speaking of heads, coming to a head, Scooby-Doo news, Burrito with the
Oh, yeah.
news.
Okay, so apparently there's news that Mindy Kaling has a new Scooby-Doo spinoff, and it makes some surprising changes that some people are not happy about. So,
I want to say,
Would
in
those
my
people be
opinion, the
white
first
people?
one is that there isn't Scooby-Doo in this one.
yeah, so that's kind of the big one for me.
Scooby dead?
He's just not a
It's just a
character.
spinoff. Yeah, it's just Velma's, which
Oh.
is, I mean,
Like Velma's webcam?
Kinda.
Like her vlogs?
yeah.
And her OnlyFans?
So she is. It's supposed to be animated, if I read
Yeah.
the stuff correctly. And Mindy Kaling is going not only be the writer, but I think is also her voice.
Sure.
And so they're going to make Velma of East Asian descent.
They can make her brown and fat
No,
And not funny.
and not funny.
just brown.
Kind of really annoying. Like more annoying than anything.
And she's
Yeah, more
been,
annoying than funny.
Velma's been
not
played
as fat.
by an Asian character before in live action. So, or
Oh, yeah?
an Asian actress. Yeah.
Yeah, but was it like a brown Asian or no?
Yeah, was she fat? Not funny?
No.
Yeah. I bet she was probably funny. She said jinkies, and it was pretty funny.
Like, the only way that I think this would even work is if, the plan is to do a spin-off for each one of the characters and then have like a
Fred be like a gay black man?
an endgame crossover where they all kind of meet up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suck dick.
Yeah, I suck dick and I fucking like it.
But I think this series is going to be like a lot of episodes. Like a lot? A lot.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Why?
I can't remember how many, but it's like a full season of
26?
Well, I don't think it's that many, but it's like 12 or something like that.
That's too many, is what
Yeah.
Burrito's saying. 12's too many.
I think
How's that too
That's
many?
not a lot, but you're right. That is a lot.
I think
It's probably too many.
my plan would have been each character gets like 4 episodes.
Dude, this is why
That's not bad.
you're not writing this.
I know.
Because you're
Sorry,
not a
I'm
brown Asian who's not funny.
Exactly.
I feel like there'd be a lot of backstory on Velma in this. You know?
Well, it has to be.
Not like a
Yeah.
forward thinking where she's
or
like
it's just like
a
she's
detective and
you're
she's
just
solving
following
crimes.
her grocery shopping.
Yeah, maybe a back and
It
forth.
must.
Where
I mean,
the
it's-
actual
it's
crime
interesting.
solving is like maybe 5 minutes of the show, and it all ties together
Oh,
into
yeah.
like one kind of scene.
I think it's how she gets
an
to the
origin
point.
story?
Yeah, it's probably an
Of the
origin story.
Scooby cinematic universe?
Canon?
Yeah,
Is this
I don't-
canon?
Unless it's
The
like
Scooby ate pussy?
the Scooby gang is broken up
Fred
and
don't
she
because
goes.
he's gay.
In this universe,
He's gay and he's black. And yeah, he sucks dick.
yeah, I'm gay.
it's just adjusting to the times.
Hey,
So the better news, the better Scooby news that I found.
Shaggy's gonna be Filipino. You heard it here first. Hey guys,
Me wearing flip flops.
where's Scooby? Oh, he's
His
chained
mom's
up.
a nerd.
They're doing a Scooby-Doo Courage the Cowardly Dog crossover
Oh, yeah.
movie, which
I forgot
sounds
we had.
awesome.
I forgot we had multiple Scooby stories.
Yeah. This is the better story.
Scooby trending.
More like Scooby News.
I'm excited for this because I was a fan of both of these properties, and now that they're crossing over, I'm for it.
Yeah.
I respect Courage the Cowardly Dog. I wasn't like really tied to it. I felt like it was a one-trick pony of a show.
I liked watching it really late at night, half asleep, because
Edging.
then like the weird shit that would happen in the show just seemed that much weirder, and you could really just be like, man, that's fucking deep.
But that's when it was programmed, right? Like at night.
Yeah,
It was like an after hours kind of cartoon. But yeah,
I've never seen it.
It's fun.
Yeah, it can get pretty weird, but it was before. I think it was before Adult Swim, so
Yeah.
it was like the
Oh.
precursor to them jumping in to the deep end.
It's
Everyone out of the pool.
It's a lot of physical
That
comedy.
used to be one of the spots that they would do.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was like, did you stumble into that
That's
fun or
no, that was an Easter egg for all of our listeners that are old school.
everyone got?
Adult
yeah.
Swim.
that's the episode title too.
Everyone out of the pool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's right. It used to be like tapes.
Dude, I used to tape it.
Yeah.
Like VHS, tape that shit.
Set your VCR,
Yeah, set my VCR so I could watch it.
and there's this machine
Speaking
that
of
would know
VCRs,
record it.
Speaking of VCRs, back when VCRs were still around, the first Fast and
Barely.
Furious movie came out.
when was the first one? 2001?
2001, Space Odyssey.
Yeah, 20. It's been 20 years.
VHSs were still pretty hot in 2001, right?
Yeah, I don't think they had integrated yet, or
What do you mean, like the whites and the?
no. I was thinking in blockbuster terms. Like when I started working at Blockbuster, we were still like, they were still like side by side on the wall.
Right.
The first DVD I ever got, this was like the crossover time, at least for us, because the first
Big
DVD
Butt
I ever
7.
had was Meet the Parents, and
Why would you
so
buy
yeah,
that
that was
one?
around 2000. So that's when I got it. We got our first DVD.
Oh, okay. You as a family, I thought you went out and
Yeah.
bought Meet the Parents because you're like, man, I
So
gotta have this.
So
movie.
there's been a lot of these Fast and Furious movies.
have this movie. How
And,
many?
Well, the 9th one is coming out.
Yeah, but there's like spin-offs.
F9. There's a spin-off called Hobbs and Shaw.
And then another one.
And
Tokyo
there's
Drift?
another one. That's
No,
not a
that's not a
part of
spin-off. That's canon.
Yeah, that's in universe.
Burrito, are you a big
Yeah.
fan? Because I know there's a rabid fan base,
There
like some that are
is.
like ironic, some that are not, or it's just campy fun. Is that what you're?
So
How can we not
So-
talk about?
it's hashtag family. Look, okay. So I was a fan at the beginning, but somewhere around like
They jumped the shark.
Fast 5 and Fast and Furious 6.
It stopped
Like,
being about the cars.
I kind of stopped watching them. You know what I mean? Like,
It started being more about the cars and less about the family, and that's where you ducked out.
yeah,
how can we not
because
talk
I was
about
watching
family?
it for the cars mostly. But
Yeah.
so here's my question that I was posing to myself, and maybe you guys can help me out. But like, if I get back into it, right? Like I have to probably rewatch 5 and 6 and then 7 and then 8 before I watch the newest one that's 9. So that's
to catch
committing
up?
to like 5 movies, yeah, to like catch up.
Hey, Burrito, I don't think you have to have ever seen one to go into this movie and to understand what's going on.
Yeah, I don't think you
I
need
mean,
to commit 9
that's my
hours
answer.
to Fast
Probably
and
won't.
Furious.
Or you probably won't. I'll just go watch Tokyo Drift again because that's the one that I generally put in and just kind of watch.
I think that's what you're
Isn't that
supposed
the
to
the
do.
fan favorite?
I think that's the only one I own. Yeah.
You think that's the best one? Because that's the only one I ever hear about.
I can't really identify any of them except that one myself.
Yeah.
Because that's the one in Tokyo.
yeah.
drifting.
So that's the third one that came out because they didn't think they were gonna get a trilogy, and so they were like, well, let's do something different.
Yeah, let's
And
make a
then-
Need for Speed movie.
Yeah.
Before
And
they
then-
make a Need
I want
for
Cruise
Speed
of the
movie.
World.
Like Vin Diesel isn't even in it. Like
Cruising USA.
it's in
Cruising
with a
USA
whole
movie.
new different
San Francisco 2049 movie.
all new cast.
That'd be the stupidest shit.
But I like it.
Cruising
remember the-
USA. You're just like
Cruising USA.
Yeah, you just,
the world.
where you're just like this for a really long time, and you got a blonde
double,
chick.
You double pump the gas, the gas pedal, and you
To
do
turbo.
a wheelie.
Yeah,
Hell yeah!
Yeah, there were like some bikini titties
yeah.
that I
Bikini
used to
titty.
enjoy in that arcade game.
Not quite
Oh,
Leisure
oh,
Suit
yeah.
Larry level, but
Yeah, but they do move.
they do. They go.
move.
They do the jiggle.
Hey, here's the real question: is Vin Diesel black?
I don't think so. I think he's South American.
I think he's
What do you
just.
mean? 'Cause
I-
he's very tight-lipped about his
I think his,
ethnicity.
I think his,
Brazilian.
I think his ethnic background is just family.
That's true.
Well, there you go.
What's this thing about? Okay, guys, I got an idea.
Speaking of Brazilians,
I got an idea. You take wings.
Sure,
thick
sure.
thighs.
I'm with
See,
you.
everyone loves wings.
Sure, I'm
but
with you.
instead,
Are we talking about chicken wings?
we're talking about chicken wings, and you make them thighs instead.
Nice.
Arthur, what do you think about that? Okay, and then so apparently, what is it? What is this story? Sorry,
So Wingstop,
just
a
abandoned my.
popular wing restaurant,
Sure.
is selling thighs in the same
You're
fashion that they're
upset about
selling
it.
wings. I am upset about
Thick
it.
thighs save lives.
I feel like wings
Anime thighs.
are on their own level. And
Sure.
thighs, it's kind of just this like extra cheap throwaway meat.
I mean, I only buy thigh meat when
And
I
it's
go to the
inexpensive
store.
by
It's
comparison, right?
definitely the cheapest of the chicken.
Is it
Yeah,
white
probably.
meat?
No,
It's dark.
dark meat.
It's dark meat.
I like that dark.
The
meat.
wings are
like
dark meat too. Wings are dark meat too, but I think it's the skin to meat ratio, and the thighs are generally a lot fattier. You know what I mean than the wings. So there's just that
the way
nice.
you're describing it, I think I like. I think I like it.
I like chicken thighs a lot, for
I
sure.
like fatty meats, and I like dark meat, so I'm on board. Arthur, you're gonna have to.
Are they marketing these thighs with thigh-high
Sauce?
socks?
Jesus, no.
Oh, no, dude, now we're talking. Burrito, I think we're gonna bond on this one, buddy.
Are we talking about different things?
Are we talking about Zettai Ryouiki or whatever it is? Ryouiki?
Yeah.
Educate me on this.
It's a
the absolute
phenomenon.
value, or no, the
Region.
absolute region. Yeah.
The absolute
Oh,
region.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know.
It's a
It's the
Japanese
space
term.
between like the top of the sock, the hose, and the bottom
Uh-huh.
of her skirt, and there's that space of like skin, like just part of her
What's
leg.
the region called?
Absolute.
The absolute region?
Absolute region.
So what would I mean? Give me a sentence where you're talking about it. Like what
There's
is
no
the what's
sentence.
the
It's
a
is there a
sound. You're
debate
identifying
about
it.
it?
Thing, yeah.
There's a diagram and
There's
then
just
there's a-
blood coming out of someone's nose. That's what it is.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
term. It's like, well, like, I don't know. Say you see. How would I describe that?
Like if you see it somewhere and you're just
Yeah,
like,
you're not like
it's a term.
you're not really talking about it,
Yeah.
but if you see it happening,
You can
You know
quickly
what it
identify
is.
it. Yeah.
Do you want the absolute region to be bigger or smaller? I think I want
it's
it to
a
be bigger.
different
We're
preference.
just
Yeah.
referencing it.
It's
Yeah.
a preference thing.
It's an
and
idea.
and I think it varies from woman to woman, or from
That's
man
true.
to woman.
It's a
you know.
moment thing.
and there's always a little bit of like pudge, like
Yeah.
like a little like,
Look out, everybody!
you know what I mean?
At the top of the sock, it has all that
Yeah.
compression.
Yeah.
Right above that little
Just a little,
the roll of
yeah.
the spring of life, as they call it.
All I know is, I don't
like
know all
it.
the terms and everything. All I know is that Instagram Reels and TikTok, the algorithm is showing me all of that because that's what I look at.
Yeah.
So,
It's absolute region and thigh gap. That's all he looks at.
yeah.
Trying to get a glimpse of Mons.
So back to the thighs that you purchase at wing restaurants. I don't like it. I feel like wing places should stick to wings. Like that's their market.
Now listen here, Wingstop. Why don't you stay in the corner?
Pretty
Wingstop's
much.
like, nobody puts
And also,
baby
thighs
in the
just
corner.
doesn't seem like a meat item that you pay a premium for. To me,
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like it's a slippery slope to tenders.
they already do tenders,
Oh, they
man.
do?
It's
Oh.
fucking boneless chicken
the
is tenders.
boneless.
Breast.
Boneless chicken is just tenders.
You're gonna be able to walk into Wingstop and just get a whole chicken,
Just call it
like
chicken
a
stop now.
rotisserie.
That's a problem.
See, the only reason Art has a problem with this is because the store is called Wingstop.
Yeah, okay, so it's a name that you're just like, okay.
It's a naming
You're saying this is a
convention.
stop wherein I get wings.
You
If
can
you want,
you can still get wings there.
You can just also get a little bit more.
okay,
I-
but if it was called like Jimmy's, if it was just called Jimmy's Chicken Shack, you'd be okay because you're not in the title, you're not limiting what you sell there. But with wings, when you say this is Wingstop, you're limiting yourself, and you better stick to that. You fucks.
He wants to be able to bring a date
Exactly.
and dictate what they eat.
I feel like something just went
Still have the
wrong.
wings.
Something just went wrong at the chicken wing factory, and they just didn't make the right cut, and now they've got like a million chicken
How do we
thighs.
offload these thighs?
They're like, fuck. You know what?
I think
We're selling thighs.
Well, the chicken wings prices have definitely skyrocketed due to the chicken wing shortage.
That's true. Yeah.
So they're just grabbing like what the next cheapest
Whatever
meat
they got.
is. Yeah. Watch, they're gonna start serving drumsticks. Why not?
Arthur, as someone who is
Bullshit.
I don't want.
A
Let me
purist.
let me say it like this:
You're pulling
as
it apart
someone who
perfectly, guys.
respects saving money, as a man who respects another anyways, wouldn't you respect this move, or you don't like it when a corporation does it?
Well, business does have to move, but will the customer move to this? I'm a customer that would not move to it.
You're not even their customer. You hate the
Exactly.
place. So that it
Well,
doesn't
that
matter
on
what they're
top
doing.
of it.
Yeah.
That on top of it.
You hate the place. You ain't buying.
Do you think it's going to pump the sales of wings?
No. I don't even think it's really gonna move the needle that much.
That's what I'm saying.
But
a
maybe
bad
if they
option.
put them in sauces and shit, I don't know. Maybe that's hot shit. Run them through the fryer again after you sauce them, or like through an oven conveyor so it gets crispy. Ooh, maybe.
Well, they can
Arthur,
already toss them in the sauce you want.
They're trying to get the people talking, and that's what it's done. And you fell into the trap, into the ad trap from Wingstop, and then you brought us in there with you. That's all I can say.
It was a big.
You're getting less wings too when you order,
Who said that?
right? I mean, like if you would have ordered, let's say,
I'm also getting thighs. I'm not
Ten-
getting less wings.
You mean
No, I
less
mean, like-
items?
well, aren't the
maybe you
wings
get, like, a
attached to
two-piece.
the thighs?
Why would the wings be
Where did that
attached to the
happen?
thighs? What monstrosity is
What a
this?
strange
Oh.
creature you're
The
building
thighs
here.
are the legs.
That's right. That's right.
Wait,
You playing
I don't know. What are the wings attached to?
The arms.
The wings are arms. Yeah.
like their elbows.
Thighs are legs. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ! What
It's like
monstrosity
a
is this?
forearm to us.
For some reason, I was
it's like
thinking
arm.
chickens had 4 legs.
It's not a forearm.
Uh,
it's their bicep area.
Yeah.
That's a drummy.
No, man.
The flat, I feel like, is the forearm. Wait, no, that's like the tip.
Yeah, that's the tip.
What about this? What if the thighs are 5% off? That's the question for you, Arthur.
Oh man, let's just talk about 5% off.
Such a slap in the face.
Yeah.
That is a bullshit coupon.
You don't even
not
cover
even
my
tax.
taxes. Everybody's thinking the
tell me
same.
why do you? Where was the last time you saw 5% off? What was that from?
Anytime you shop, really. Like Amazon will give you this. Hey, if you buy this and click this box, we'll throw 5% off.
What's the shame is that we do it. I'm gonna do it every time, but I'm not
Yeah, it
happy
helps you
about it.
purchase it, but yeah, it's not really much of a discount. And when you
It
check out,
annoys me too. That yeah.
But not enough to not do it.
I mean, even 10% kind of annoys the shit out of me.
I never see 5% off on things that I really want to like pull the trigger on.
But even if you wanted to pull the trigger on it, 5% really wouldn't move the needle. You'd probably be already pulling the trigger on it.
Yeah, I'd rather have 0 than 5.
What?
Like you said
Why?
earlier, 5
Like
is like
if-
a slap in the face.
No, what if like eBay did a surprise sale?
They should have done 15.
No.
They
You
know
don't
they're
get
going to sell
dictate.
that many.
You don't get to dictate
Yeah,
what they're
but that's
doing.
what makes it attractive is whenever it's like in the double digits.
Yeah.
Also,
No,
this
no,
isn't
no,
for
but
us.
like-
This is 5% off is for women. I hate to say it, but
Are
that's
you
what it's
sure?
for. I think it worked
Oh,
if we got Burrito to do my sexist bidding and do some
Some research papers.
some research, some misogynistic research.
If
I think
anybody
we
did-
find that women use 5% off coupons way more than men do.
No, but 5% off is kind of a bullshit thing, but you're still taking it even if they're like, if you have the option to remove the coupon, you're not removing the coupon.
Yeah, I'm not going to
Fuck
take it
outta here.
off. But I'm only going to use it if it's something that I was going to buy anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to see something that has a 5% off. How did this turn into like me complaining about it? I'm not going to see
It's a
5%
conversation
off
piece.
and be like,
Oh, now I must have
yeah.
this. What a
"Well,
deal.
Maybe I should
Hey, I
get
got
it.
What a
5%
steal of
off
a
this
deal.
when I got it.
Yeah.
What is
5%
you
off a car. Now we're talking.
5% off your cock's a lot.
A car.
Oh.
Not a cock.
Yeah. Also,
Both.
your cock. Which 5% would you take off? The base or the top?
That would be
Probably the base.
the base.
weird.
Look, that would be crazy if you like. It's like look,
It's middle of the
if you
shaft,
took
man.
off the 5% of the bottom of your base, you would just be chopping your cock off.
You guys are dumb. Y'all want to cut your dicks off. I'll take the shave up top.
You're like, I like the tip. I guess I'll do the bottom.
Just shorten it so it's like the circumference is here, but then it immediately goes here.
It's uncomfortable.
I think we're getting a call, guys.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Who is that?
Someone's calling into the station.
We do call-ins.
Yeah, you want to take that, Art?
do now.
Yeah, hang on a second.
Yeah.
Hello?
This is a collect call from corrections. Do you accept?
Corrections.
Yes,
Who do we know?
accept.
In
It's me!
Eric.
Hey guys, it's been a minute. And actually, speaking of minutes, this is going to be about $5 a minute. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, we'll accept the charges.
Excellent. This ain't
Eric
for
America.
Yeah, it's me, Eric America. Thank you for
checks in the mail. That's cool.
pronouncing my
We got
name
it.
properly. Speaking of properly, this ain't for no service or nothing. I'm just a little bored in the pin. You know what I mean?
What?
Bored in the pin.
What
They
happened?
give you,
okay.
they give you one
Penitentiary.
call.
Did you,
call.
Did you miss your mandatory library meetings?
You guys didn't sign my damn papers.
Oh goddamn!
Oh,
Where's that brown man? Put him on the phone.
he's gone now.
I think
went
that
to the
was.
restroom.
I think that was
He's
John.
always
Actually, he's not in
taking
the
the
office.
shit. He's always taking the damn shit, that guy. That damn guy. Anyway, you need to sign my paper so I can pop out of here. You're my one
right.
call. Some people call it mama. I don't do that.
Well, we appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Speaking of appreciation, I've been reading in here because you can't do much else except watch your butt and read. You know what I mean?
Watch your butt. Number 1, watch your butt. 2, do a little reading.
You gotta prioritize, and also you gotta take care of your mind.
That's right.
Speaking of
So
that,
what you been reading about?
Hey, facts. That's what I've been reading.
Facts.
I only read facts, and then I come to
Non-fiction.
you guys with
There
the
you go.
facts. Mm-hmm. The facts say that snails are they's hermaphrodites. Know what I mean?
That's a big word.
They got 4 parts and girl parts. And when they mate, first of all, they joust.
Oh,
And then the
Across the
winner of the
streams?
joust, well, actually the loser of the joust becomes the mama. And then the dad
what?
goes on to impregnate other ones.
Oh, I see.
But he could have easily he could have been the mama if he was weak.
Okay, so what are they? They have like a spike or something, and they like fight each other with a spike, and whoever wins the.
They don't fight. They just stab each other at one time with the spike,
Okay.
and then they get their dicks out, and then the vaginas out. The vaginas, sorry, out, and then dicks and vaginas.
Does it ever happen where they both become the same
As the world's foremost snailologist,
and they just fuck it
I
up?
can easily say that yes, they could both be the mama.
Oh, okay.
Bullshit!
But you want to be the dad, of course, right?
Yeah, of
If you guys
course.
had the option. If you had the option to take the baby in your belly, would you do it?
Nah,
Pass.
seems like a lot of work.
Yeah.
You only get one lifespan of this.
This guy in here was asking me that question earlier. He's like, "Would you be the mama?" I said, "No, I'm America."
And he said it was a rhetorical question, and then.
And then we
fucked
got
you.
to reading.
Oh.
You know what I mean about fun facts. Take your mind
Hey,
off
where
things.
does the snail trail come into play?
Snail trails at the clubs? No,
The what? The clubs?
Yeah, the bottomless clubs.
What?
The bottomless clubs. You got topless clubs and you got bottomless clubs.
Yeah.
You
Oh yeah,
can't
when
eat
they
at the
when they get on the
bottomless
ground,
ones.
I
they
thought
start
you were
picking up
talking
the
about
money.
like bottomless mimosas.
Well, you can't eat there. It's not a buffet. You can't eat at the bottomless clubs.
I mean, some people
You got
can.
pubis everywhere.
Punk, bitch!
There's damn pubis. You ever get that? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Anyway, I think my time's up. Thanks for taking my call. We can
Eric,
talk about
take
that
care,
at
man.
another time.
Thanks, Eric.
Hey,
We'll
watch
get
your
those
butt,
papers
dude.
signed.
Yeah, please. Thanks.
Watch your damn butt, Eric.
Speaking of watching butts, guys.
Get to know your fearless and greasy hosts versus society.
Uh-oh.
So we have 5 male archetypes determined by society, the social and sexual hierarchy. Social
Read this
status
part.
is
Read the other
strongly
part.
correlated with which other part?
Social status is strongly correlated with sexual success in the totally unfair, winner-take-all sexual market.
I think
The sexual market.
before we go into this,
Someone's
What
mad.
this
infographic is this?
This is a
this
very
is on
opinionated.
4chan, right? You got this from 4chan.
It's a conversation
r/.
piece.
Yeah,
Incel.
where are your sources? Yeah,
Hashtag conversation piece.
incel.com.
So discuss this, gentlemen.
totally
What's fun about this
unfair.
infographic? It does look pretty professional. I mean, it's pretty good. I get,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
convincing.
they
It's made by an
they
Indian
say,
dude
which is
overseas.
by the way, totally on like sexual success is totally unfair. It's just like, I don't know. He just got some attitude.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally unfair.
So what are these 5
Yeah, what are they?
archetypes here?
5 male
We have
archetypes.
alpha, sigma, beta, gamma, and omega.
Okay, so
Okay.
what is that in American?
Yeah, what's that mean?
All right, the alpha is a self-assured leader of men whose swagger and aloofness makes him very successful with women. So
This
alpha,
guy
that's
barely washes his dick.
it washes itself, really.
It washes itself.
Yeah, it's just part of the shower regimen. Sigma, the lone wolf antithesis of the alpha, defies placement in the social hierarchy and yet is successful with women.
Still skeeting up in them guts.
I feel like I strive towards that.
That's the Robert
Yeah.
Smiths
Yeah.
of the world.
Beta.
The what?
Robert Smiths of the world.
Oh yeah.
Beta.
I like to think that Robert Smith, when he's not playing his persona, is just like an alpha jock, just an asshole.
You know, when I was saying Robert Smith, I meant The Crow.
What?
Every time I think of Robert Smith, I think of the movie The Crow. I'm like, that's the same dude
Brandon
What if
Lee.
he is
Yeah,
that,
but with the makeup.
Brandon Lee?
with the makeup.
There needs to be a conspiracy theory like
Brandon
Alex
Lee-
Jones and Bill Hicks.
Yeah. No,
Anyways.
Brandon Lee's just doing Robert Smith face.
That's what's funny about that is that you have to be
have to be
know
old as
about
hell.
the movie The Crow and the band The Cure to really appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, not just know the band The Cure, know the lead singer. Because Robert Smith's a pretty generic name.
Yeah.
But we knew who you were referring to.
Yeah. Because you've seen The Crow.
So the next
His name's
archetype.
Bobby.
No, not short for Robert.
Next archetype is beta. The worker bees of society. Women will tolerate them if they have ample resources. Otherwise, they are discarded.
This is definitely sounding more and more like incel.com.
But this one you described as a cuck. I've
Well,
never heard this term before.
I think, alpha and beta, I was only aware of those two archetypes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I thought if you're an alpha male, if you're not an alpha male, then you're beta.
Okay.
That was my understanding. And betas.
Well, the science
are the
has
chuchels.
it's gotten more complicated over the past few years.
We've gotten a lot.
They've
We have
grown the
more
science.
pronouns.
Yeah, we have the gamma. Gammas are bitter or clueless about women.
Yeah, beta is my pronoun.
Often they can't grasp red pill concepts and check out of the mating game.
Uh-oh.
And then
What? So wait,
at the very
gammas
bottom.
are bitter or clueless about women.
Incel.
Often they can't grasp.
Incel.com.
I know. This is red pill.
This is incel.com.
And then the last one we have is Omega. The hopeless. Omegas are correlated with violent outbursts like shooting sprees because of their total reaction.
Stop. Go to your email. Go find the one that was info@incel.com. Scroll to the bottom. Click unsubscribe.
Well, I think this is more positive than incel thing because I think they're saying like they're trying to say, look, we've taken the red pill, but we're not saying that people should not be omegas. So I think they're at least this is a progressive incel right here.
So, yeah, it says
They're
get
saying
off the
don't shoot
chair.
anybody.
Yeah, get off the chair or you're going to become a shooter.
It sounds to me like they are trying to create a category to say, see, I'm not that one, I'm one of these other ones.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The incels got together and made the Omega.
Also, I think
But they're all that one.
Except for the
They're all
shooting.
the same.
They just haven't gone on a shooting spree yet.
who among us thinks that they're alpha?
I definitely
Gemini,
think
are you
I'm
an alpha?
Yeah.
I would agree that Gemini is alpha. When I read these descriptions, I'd be like, that's Gemini Jackson.
Yeah.
Like straight up.
I'm a little bit alpha.
Yeah, you're alpha.
I mean, just read it back and like all those words just define Gemini
Swagger,
Jackson.
aloof.
Swagger, aloof.
Leader.
Come on, man. Greasy leader.
Okay, hey, by the way,
Greasy host.
I know we were going to talk about we were going to talk maybe the update from last week if it makes the show.
Yeah.
About my
Greasiness.
failure
about
with
that.
a woman.
We're
Yeah.
doing a follow up on the one that got away.
Yeah.
And the
so
one- yeah.
Speaking of Gemini's alphaness, like he before I went and approached this woman at the bar, I was asking them, I was like, how do you approach a woman? And we were just kind of talking about it. And Gemini went up to the bar to order a beer. And he came and he talked to her, and I noticed them talking, and she laughs, and he comes back. I was like, "What did you say?" And correct me if I'm wrong, but Gemini was like, he said, "Oh, it looks like you need a new beer. Oh, you need another beer. You're out of a beer." And she said, "Yes," and he just left.
Oh my gosh! No.
Which if that's not a
That
fucking
didn't
alpha
happen.
move, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but
That is correct.
did Brian did not buy her another beer though.
Right. She,
I
she
didn't.
bought her own. But he
Which
didn't
is a-
even
which is a-
offer.
Shit.
Which is kind of alpha.
What I said was, it looks like you need a new one, a fresh one. Looks like you need
Yeah.
a fresh one. And I was like tapping to the bartender, and then the bartender gave me my beer, and then I left.
It just, you're just being helpful, like pointing it out. Like,
I
I'm glad
greased
she
her up
had
for
noticed.
Brian.
I know. We were doing a good cop, bad cop
Yeah.
thing.
We were.
Good cop, bad copter.
Good
And
cop,
then,
brown cop.
She said, and at the end, she said, "Cuff me and arrest me." And I said, "No, ma'am. We're letting you go for free. We're gonna let you go free."
In fact, here's $50 for your troubles.
I'm sorry.
A little too good cop. Sometimes you gotta get, greasy cop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So to dive back the details
you know what?
here.
I get women. I have sex with women, so I'm guessing I could be Sigma a little bit. Sigma.
I feel like our whole group is Sigma, to be honest.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
Gemini Jackson, he's Alpha.
A little alpha.
He has alpha tendencies for sure.
AMOG, as they call it.
Because I looked through the other ones, and it's about like kind of failure with women, and I really don't
And I
feel
don't
like
like
I know
to think about
anyone
that.
that like is just really at that level these days. You know what I mean? Like if you're at that level, it's like, dude, what's wrong?
They stay inside. Those people, you don't see them because they're the ones that are inside all the time.
Or shooting.
Or shooting people. They do
Or
get
shooting
out
people.
sometimes.
Yeah,
and when they do, they have
it's not
guns.
great. Yeah, they do get out sometimes. When they do, not great.
He's out of the bottle, man.
It's nice
Straight
if they're
back in.
inside, honestly.
Straight back in.
Hey, don't make fun of them for playing video games too much. That's keeping them from killing people. So just let them do that.
Play video games. Sometimes let them win too. Okay, they need it.
They're probably connecting with the women over those video games.
No, they're not. There's no women that play video games. Get out
They're
of
just
here.
getting
Hey,
mad at
wishful
them.
thinking.
Yeah, they're wishing too, man, and that's why they're on the couch contemplating shooting everybody up because all they're doing is wishing.
You need to sit your little sexy ass down.
And hoping.
Instead of making breathing sounds.
Breathing sounds.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of making breathing sounds, they're on the couch wishing. So speaking of breathing sounds,
We were talking about songs that use breathing sounds as part of the composition. I brought up "Tell Me Something Good" by Chaka Khan.
Tell me something good.
Little pre-chorus where there's
How's it
like
go?
some dudes breathing. I'll just play
Yeah,
it
how does it
back.
go?
I don't need to do
it
it.
sounds like ads first, and then sounds like dudes breathing.
Yeah. I might need to like skip around a little bit. So like.
You don't have it
straight.
bookmarked?
No.
That's
Yeah,
my
in a
breathing.
pretty good
I'm gonna
spot.
ask my own
You're
breathing.
ad-libbing?
I think it's right here.
It's uncomfortable.
It's crazy because I wouldn't have even heard that had you not
Yeah,
pointed it out.
I didn't know that was in there.
Which means it's good. Which means it fits because none of us was like it didn't stick out to us as weird before.
But now it does.
The other one that upsets Jim and I when I do it
Yeah.
is let's see, how's it? Wait. I just want your extra time and your kiss.
It's a bit much. It's a bit much.
It's not really breathing, but
What is?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
So
sound.
mouth sounds.
It's a mouth sound.
Which reminds me of something that Gemini likes to do to me that really upsets me is like, okay, what I hate in porn is when in porn when the man's super vocal, but that's fine. But if he starts breathing in with his teeth closed, and he goes, oh yeah, I hate that.
Very specific.
Yeah.
You're like slurping in breath through your teeth.
Yeah, because nobody does that. The only specific time they do that is if they're
when they're being
if they're
filmed
a
while fucking.
scumbag having sex.
Yeah. It's just like really buff, but also fat, and they're
Yeah.
fucking a woman, and he has
got them-
tattoos, and he's going.
He has a lot of tattoos, like
Very
massive.
tough and
He's
fat.
got huge arms, right, and like
Yeah.
veins, and then he's got a gut.
Dogs this
He's got
guy.
a gut. He has a gut where it's like it's the one where it's like there's like a clear
Ninja Turtle
line at the
belly.
very bottom of his gut. It just drops off. It's like a shelf. It's just like I don't know how to. You know what I'm saying?
Who are you talking about, Brian? Like I know
Ninja Turtle belly.
I can picture him, but I can't. I forgot his name.
It's just an archetype. It's not a specific
It's just
porn
a-
star.
I'm trying to pin him.
Jimmy Cox.
Jimmy Cox using no Jimmy Caps.
Yeah, so that's a mouth noise.
But we were talking about songs though, and we only named
Oh, yeah.
those two songs.
No, Burrito had one.
Oh yeah, it was the push it.
Oh, that's an acceptable one. though.
Good.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh,
Dave
yeah.
Bow Bow.
Yeah. What's that song?
Day Bow Bow.
Is that the name?
Dave. Oh, whoa.
Day Bow Bow.
That sounds like Vietnamese or something. What is that?
No. Here goes Brian the translator. Is that Vietnamese?
Don't even get me started doing voices. I'm not allowed to do voices anymore.
I think you are allowed to do
Yes,
voices.
dude. I used to do so. I'm just kidding. I still do the voice. I just don't do it on the podcast. Ethnic
All you do is
voices.
play jokes.
Dude, I said that to around my family the other day. It killed, dude. They'd never heard it before.
They had never heard it, but I bet they loved it.
I don't want to say it, but it is a limerick of sorts about Chinese Americans. No, about Chinese people
Tricksters.
and their propensity to play pranks with your Coca-Cola beverage, perhaps.
I caught on like 5 sentences ago.
He just wanted to
Yeah,
really
this is
frame
for
it
the-
out. You just really
want it
want to
killed,
start,
right?
Yeah.
Wherein
killed.
urine is involved.
And also urine. That's all of Double X Quantimino, guys. Ended on a strong note.
Gemini taught me that. That limerick.
Julio Tejas, financial advisors. When you gotta lose some weight, why wait? Julio will help you diversify your holdings. Flat rate, always great. Julio gets it done. Call Julio Tejas today, or regret it tomorrow. Julio Tejas.
And this is the news. At the top of the hour, herd of cows stampede through Los Angeles after breaking free from slaughterhouse. Defense attorney Brian says,
Yes, Queen. Get
Yes.
out of there.
are you defending these cows?
Yeah, dude.
Breaking free.
I mean, they broke
They
out
have,
of
they
prison.
have a right to self-determination to not be meat, dude.
Yeah. You know, they broke out of the slaughterhouse, ran down the streets of Los Angeles.
Jailbreak.
Yeah. What do you think, Burrito?
That's kind of cool.
Let the cows go. Do the cows now own the houses that they've broken into? Squatters'
are they making,
rights.
are they making a
Squatters' rights?
standoff?
Squatters' right. Jamaican standoff? Is that what you said?
I said, are they making a standoff?
Oh. I was like, the fuck is a
Scotters?
Jamaican?
Dude, Scotters'
Scotters'
rights?
rights. Scotters'
Is that anything?
rights. It's not great.
No.
Scotters would be better.
Okay, what about Scotter House?
Scotter House is not
34
bad.
That's not bad, dude.
Scotter
Maybe.
House
The
5.
Scotter House?
Scotter House 5.
That's a good band name.
All
Scott
34
House
of
5.
these cows have now started a 34-piece ska band.
Wow.
That's a lot of
You think
numbers.
5 of them?
No, I said Scotter House 5.
No. Did Burrito say that 5 of these cows started a 32
No,
piece?
all that There's 34
okay.
that got
Two
it.
of them were like, I
Yeah.
don't like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, that's
I don't like
that's
that.
kind
I
of a
can't.
small ska band.
A 5-piece?
A
No, a
34 piece.
Oh.
I'm looking at the picture of them escaping, and they ended up in a
Cul-de-sac, it
Were they
seems.
armed?
were they
were
armed?
hooved.
That would be pretty fun.
Right?
If they were
Got their
armed.
little bandoleros
standoff?
on.
Oh, yeah. If they had a Jamaican standoff.
Yeah.
What's a Jamaican standoff?
That's what Burrito said.
It's an
I
Urban
mean-
Dictionary word. Use your imagination.
Speaking of Jamaica,
Oh, speaking of Jamaica, lobsters get stoned for science, and
lobster.
Before the show,
it could
I was
be a
doing.
more
You
humane
were
way
doing-
to boil them alive. So
I'm
there
sorry.
was
Say that again,
Huh?
or
What?
I was talking all over that.
You want me to read the headline again?
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said.
Lobsters get stoned for science and a more humane way to boil them alive. Yeah, there's a Maine restaurateur who hotboxed lobsters in the name of animal welfare, and that inspired a scientific investigation into the effect of cannabis on crustaceans.
I thought you said animal warfare.
Yeah.
He did.
Damn.
That's what he was feeling.
So was there an actual scientific paper on
There was.
Nice.
They actually did a study, and
Did they just blow it in their ear?
no, they just
Shotgun
put them in a
little
box.
lobster?
Or no,
Is it
what
cannabis?
they did was
Are they doing pot?
Yeah.
yeah.
And they're like
it
measuring
made
brain
them,
activity?
Yeah, it made them
Dude.
super like
Stoned.
chill. They went right into the water.
Did the lobsters meet ego death before they died?
Tell us about ego death.
Yeah, you need a fucking
Well, I don't know if this is just me and my anxious ass, but like if I was high and I started boiling, I mean, I'm already freaking out when I'm
Right.
high on weed, so it's like I already am like scared that I'm gonna die and like have a heart attack or whatever. So if they're just boiling me, I'm gonna have a panic attack.
I feel like
even more on weed.
sensations are more intense too.
Right.
Yeah, it anecdotally it seemed like there wasn't an escape response, but
Because they were too high.
Oh,
to
they're
do it.
too
There was,
high
like,
to escape, but they're freaking out.
They were like melting into the couch, dude.
yeah, but
Melting into the pot.
the scientific paper said that was false. But the THC did transfer into the lobster
food.
meat. Yeah.
Oh, now we're talking.
Now we have some.
Not in a
Now
high
you have my
enough-
attention, sir.
Not in a high enough quantity to actually get you high.
Bullshit.
Okay, you lost me again.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
you keep zigging me when you should zag.
Sorry. You're
playing Matador
but there
over
was
here.
some that showed
Of course there is.
up. Yeah.
Of course there is.
There's what?
Of course there's THC on the lobster.
In the meat.
Yeah, because there's
After it
fat in the
cooks.
lobster.
Yeah.
Where it gets stored.
it's like, well, you're smoking it. You're essentially smoking the lobster for flavor, you know? It's like it has it's got mesquite in it now. And also THC.
Speaking of having THC in you,
Scantily clad fan invades Belgium, Finland, Euro 2020 game.
No.
Oh,
Brian McFly
wait,
at the
are we allowed
scene.
to talk about this?
Brian McFly at
Look
the
at-
scene.
How old is? I guess she's older.
She's
Yeah,
a hired
she's
model for sure, for whatever she's hawking
Okay.
on her shit.
we have a girl hawking some
it's like a coin. They're like doing
cryptocurrency.
a altcoin or some shit. So
Yeah.
it's a shit coin.
Shitcoin.
Is it advertising something?
Bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
WTF coin. WTF. You're safe.
Checks in the mail.
No.
Use the coupon code Slam City Radio. One free shitcoin.
Yeah, I guess it's a coin. I don't know.
Like a
she's
challenge
hot.
coin?
A challenge coin.
Yeah, she's hot and she's wearing like a
It's like a one-piece bathing suit.
with shorts on over it.
Yeah,
It's
It's
not
not
even
even
the
that
shorts on when she
scantily
wears it.
clad. I
And
mean,
wait, so she went streaking? Yeah, I saw the picture. She doesn't look scantily clad.
it's scantily clad, but is it newsworthy scantily clad?
Not for a soccer game.
yeah, dudes run out there naked. They hang meat.
Yeah, she should have had that written on her like torso and just ran across.
She
naked.
should have got it hennaed on her butt cheeks.
Now we're talking, dude. Wow.
No, just straight up.
If there's
scantily
a-
tattooed.
Scantily clad?
Scantily? No.
Scantily.
Because, yeah, no.
Sit your little sexy ass down.
Is that the theme today?
Yeah.
Scantily clad. I feel like that could work.
Speaking.
No.
Oh.
Speaking
No,
of naked,
I don't think it does. I'm going to take it back. Scantily clad. Okay, speaking of streaking, Florida woman naked trashes Outback Steakhouse and throws wine bottles at cops. This is an update, I think.
Yeah,
So
of
last time we
sorts.
talked about this story where this Florida woman ran in and she was just going nuts. And I said that she had a nice body and she didn't look 53.
Now
Had y'all seen a picture of her face at that
I
point?
just saw it now.
Yeah, I just saw
Okay, hold on.
It just
Let me
came
look
through
at
the
it.
wire.
tell us about it.
Let me pull it up. I can't.
Did you not already see it?
No. Oh, I mean,
okay.
I did.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
now I
not
can tell
saying no.
she's 53.
Yeah, but you're still
Now I
not
can
saying
tell-
no.
What's that?
You're still not saying no.
I'm not saying no. I'm not fucking saying.
Not
The look in
false.
her eyes, dude, is
That's
insane.
like that's
Brian, I think when you saw the face, you fell in love, like a little piece of you.
the look in her eyes is like she's gonna do things to your dick that shouldn't be possible and will leave
And
it
it
itchy.
feels
All you
good
gotta
until
say
she
is
bites it off.
there's
It
meth
feels
in there.
so good, and then she just fucking bites your dick off and spits it out.
All you gotta say is, hey, there's meth in there.
Inside the dick hole. There's meth.
There's what?
Liquid meth.
Can you get it out of me?
It's a Tootsie Roll pop, but with meth in the middle.
Yeah.
You're an asshole.
But yeah, it's still a true for me, dude. Is it not a true for any? None of you? None of you have the courage?
When I saw this, I'll comment. When I saw this picture, I
put his
straight up
name
just
on
thought, "This is Brian's. Like this is Brian's all about this. Like there's nothing like crazy weird. It's not like she had like a face tattoo or suffered a stroke or anything. Sorry, people. It's like it was like she's just an older lady, but then you get that total package picture in the last story or the story that we introduced. And
There's
you tie
something
it around.
about her name too.
Yeah.
Tina Kindred. I was like, I know that it's a horror movie from the 80s called The Kindred.
And his
that's
name
fun.
is Tina Kindred.
Yeah. Well, the lady's name is
Yeah, I know, but
Tina.
the monster's name Tina Kindred.
No, the monster's name is, well, I mean, he's the Kindred. It's supposed to be like a...
You don't
like
have to talk to me. I'm talking to the mic.
The little... I'm talking to the mic.
Felt like
can
you're
hear
directing.
myself.
I felt like you're directing your voice at me.
I was looking at me in
When Brian was in the
monitor.
studio, he was doing the same shit.
Yeah, I know.
It's just too
proximity.
distracting to see themselves.
It's
I
a
think.
proximity.
No, it's too distracting
yeah.
to see themselves.
Well, that's
Wow.
why you have multiple screens.
I know. I haven't had this before.
Just focus on the screens and then everyone gets it. You know.
Oh yeah,
Kindred.
The kindred. It's supposed to be like this woman who's like a scientist is dying, and on her deathbed tells her son that she's
Fucked a monster.
Well, she made a monster.
Sorry, baby boy, but I fucked a monster. I
She was
made a
doing
monster.
human
and then I
experiments.
fucked it.
It's a
And-
man controls nature
And
story.
it's your baby brother, so you have to take care of it.
I'm like, I don't know about that, Mom.
And yeah, so that's why it's the kindred.
I see.
Yeah.
That's good, dude. I like that. That's a
Kinda
good
fucked
pitch.
up, Mom.
I think it's John Carpenter that did it.
I made a monster.
Oh wait,
and then
this
I
is a real
fucked
thing?
it.
Yeah, no, it's a real movie.
It's a movie
Oh,
called
I
The
thought
Kindred.
you were just writing it just now. I
No,
was like, that's
no,
pretty
I'm
good.
not that good.
He's not John Carpenter good.
Yeah.
The kindred. Anyway, so no, when I asked if none of you had courage, I meant not to speak about it. I mean, did none of you have courage to have sex with her?
Oh.
No, I don't have courage. You know why?
I mean, I
Because
have
I wasn't a
courage.
Boy Scout.
What do you mean?
Georgia Boy Scout.
I was trying to.
I know you're doing
Yeah.
the next one.
I don't get it.
Georgia Boy Scouts find an empty lot
Oh.
after booking the Airbnb.
Bullshit.
painful,
Booking
man.
Airbnb rentals in Big Pine Key. This Boy Scout troop booked some places on Airbnb, and they thought it was kind of fishy because the two bookings that they had this exact same picture, the exact same house.
How convenient.
Yeah, and when they got there, surprise, surprise,
What was it?
it was an empty lot,
And
just a
Damn.
field. Yeah.
Nothing there.
I guess they probably brought their Boy Scout tents with them, and they just popped them up, right?
No, they
There
went
you
to the
go.
hotel.
Aw, boo.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I was like, why are
What?
you even doing Airbnb? Shouldn't you guys be like roughing it? But
This is a learning moment. This is like, all right, troop.
we
This
rented
is what-
these lots. We're gonna stay here. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, were you a Boy Scout? Did you do Boy Scout things?
I was a Cub Scout, and then I joined the Boy Scouts,
But then
and
they
went
ki-
like one time, and then quit.
They promptly kicked you out. He won't stop
I went
touching
to
his
a-
dick.
I went to a couple.
They would not have kicked me out for that. They would have.
Hey, come here.
They would have
He's
given my
not- You're a
Eagle Scout
head
badge
Boy Scout.
immediately.
He's
You're a
not
head Boy Scout
leaving
now.
enough touching for the older people.
You're a head Boy Scout now. Teach all the other ones how to tie it in a knot.
I went to a couple Cub Scout meetings also, but then they didn't call me back, so I just didn't keep going.
Yeah.
Like,
What do you mean
they,
call you back?
Were you expecting a callback?
Like they would always call to tell us where the meeting was going to be. I guess it like changed, and then they just didn't let us know.
wow.
So I never went back.
They were like, maybe we don't tell Burrito.
yeah,
about the next
exactly.
meeting.
That's kinda, yeah,
Maybe we-
I thought that you were a Cub Scout burrito.
No, like I said, I went to like maybe 2 or 3 meetings.
Wow, and then they ghosted you.
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
And then
You
then
got Cub ghosted.
One
you
of
got
my
ghosted by an
friends-
organization.
one of my friends was in another one called like Campfire or something.
Oh, no.
So I went to that
Oh, no.
one
The
with
bootleg
him.
Boy Scouts?
Yeah.
That sounds like a Jesus Scout thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't
It wasn't religious.
nah.
It wasn't non-denominational.
It was
We
like,
actually had a religious kind of Boy Scout thing at our church, and I was just remembering the name the other day.
Oh, no.
Like they had different names. So, like in Cub Scouts, there's like Weebelows, there's, I forget the rest. But like, so my class one year was the Crusaders.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that a crazy
That's like, that's
name
heavy.
for like a fun little kid? It's like the Crusaders.
Very
That's like
religious
going-
too.
That's
then
heavy.
they go into the history of that.
Well, maybe you're thinking of different Crusaders.
No, I think they're talking about the Crusades.
Yeah, I
What
think there's
other?
only one kind of crusader.
I mean, the word Crusader doesn't mean the Crusades anymore.
Right, but I mean, I think
They were
in
talking about
I think in First Baptist Church of Slam City, they only have one Crusades that they really like.
Yeah, I feel like if you had stayed in,
They love that one.
What
the
about
next
Second
year
Baptist?
was going to be like,
the Templars.
and here's your weapons.
Yeah. It's just a select class of child soldiers that they're rearing at Slam City First Baptist.
Oh no.
They start you off with the LARPing.
Yeah, isn't
And then
this
they
fun?
move
Foam
you-
swords?
Then they move you to
What if
Second
they were
Baptist.
real swords? Doesn't
Yeah,
that
and
sound
what
cool?
if-
Then you go to
what-
Second Baptist Church.
Oh, is it me next? Oh yeah. Quote: I was horrified. Said Largo woman when she discovers $1 billion in her Chase bank account. Julia Yonkowski went to her local Chase bank in Largo to withdraw some money and got a huge surprise.
Brian, true or false?
Is there a picture of her?
No, but
Use your imagination.
When I read this headline, I thought it said large woman, and I was like, that's not nice. Like, why did they
But that's a nice way to
call her
say
out
it.
like that? I don't know.
why they got to put her on blast?
Yeah.
The reason I brought this in is because I'm just so
How
pissed
fast?
that no one ever tries to fucking take the money.
How fast would you empty your account?
Immediately. Oh, okay. Here's
Immediately.
the thing. I started thinking about it, and I was like, okay, there probably is a limit. There is a withdrawal
Daily.
limit. What do you think
Yeah.
it is?
10K.
From an
I would still try to get the 10K.
Less than that.
No, not from an ATM. An ATM is
Oh.
like $500.
Yeah.
Right. I'm
Just
saying you
move
go
it.
in. First of all, you have to
Yeah.
go in. You have to you have to get someone that's not going to
Don't be
it's not going to
funny.
raise any red flags to them when they
Yeah.
see the amount.
Well, that's going to be everyone.
Wouldn't you do a wire transfer though?
You could try,
yeah.
but I think
You're
they
right.
have.
Yeah,
What?
there's going to be a holding
Yeah.
period.
There's always going to
'Cause-
be a
'cause you're
holding
not
period.
gonna
It's going to
get-
be really tough to.
You're not going to
Wait,
get
can
a
I Western
billion
Union
in,
this?
Like, can you make that
There's going
out
to be
to
a holding
cash?
period.
Only if you, and I'm sure there's a limit, and I'm sure there's some way to reverse a wire.
Yeah. So is
'Cause
there's
you have
just
to be
no
at-
way to get this money?
You have to be
Not quickly.
able to get it, unless you just did a bunch of wire transfers to.
Could you buy $1
people and
billion
then get-
of Bitcoin in a short amount of time?
I don't think you'd be able to charge that much. I'm sure after. I don't think you can charge like $1 million on a credit card.
Oh.
I think you have to get clearance first.
But I guess okay.
I know,
think that
I
people-
know. It sucks because
should at
I would
least
be
try.
trying. I would be trying to get as much cash out of there as possible. Like,
Now here's the problem: you do have to pay it back.
No, you don't.
You
you-
don't have to, but I'm saying they will try to get the money back from you.
Yeah.
So the key is to get so much money that you
That
can
is
go
their
on
problem.
the lam and you can
Yeah.
live your life off the grid.
get so much money
In a bunker.
that it's now their problem.
Yeah, but I mean, but to be terrified, this woman says she was terrified.
Well,
What?
it would be a scary proposition to look into your bank account and see that you just have a bunch of
Like
free
$1
random
billion.
money.
Yeah.
My first thing would be excitement.
No, I'd be like, dude, did somebody compromise my account and is funneling all like money from nefarious sources into this account so that they can pull it out? That's where my
Yeah.
head goes.
But would you be afraid of that, or you wouldn't try to take the money before they do?
I'd be afraid of the inevitable FBI calls that are going to be coming.
I gotcha. Okay, what about this? What about I put on a tuxedo and I go
Sure.
into the bank.
Well, now
and
they
I
can't
look like
deny
a
you.
man.
Well, you look
Who
like
has
a
a
million
billion
bucks. You only look like $1 million, sir. That's the problem here. See, it goes backwards. The billionaires are all slobs.
That's right. That's a good point. So I go in looking like Jeff Bezos, or I go looking like a Mark
You go,
Steve
Zuckerberg
Wozniak.
in like
you go in
2007.
looking like an alpha male. That's what you
Oh,
do.
Jesus.
Oh, that's gonna be tough, dude.
Well,
I
you
bet,
gotta
I
look
bet
like a
Jim and I
beta.
could walk in and at least get.
I feel like I
100K.
get. Yeah, I feel like I could pull 100K out.
You got to sweet talk the teller.
Tell her. Tell her what she needs to hear.
What about if they? What about if you just don't say anything and it's just like business as usual, or you just like keep using it? Like,
Oh yeah, that's not bad. But they probably
until they say something.
Yeah, if you
They'll
like
find
trickle
out.
out,
I didn't
if you trickle out like
notice.
20K, a day.
but whatever you spend, they will like be asking you
To give
for
it back.
Is that
Yeah,
a concern, or do we keep doing it?
Well, if you can get away with it for long enough, right? So, like, say you could buy yourself a year and accrue like interest on it, or
Yeah.
play with the money. You know what I mean? To
That's
make it
right.
more. Then you can be like, well, I'll pay you back the 100,000.
Buy some stonks with it.
Yeah. Or yeah, seriously, just buy stonks, go crazy with stupid shit, see if you can blow it up, and if you can't, well, now you go to jail for $100,000.
Bullshit.
Otherwise, you can just pay your way out. Now you're a
That's
rich
right,
man.
dude. That's a good point. Make some solid investments or some
not
silly
solid.
investments.
Yes.
And then
Try
maybe
to
you'll
go
be
to the
able to
moon.
pay it back and keep all the money you earn. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
smart, dude.
Yeah.
You figured it out.
Figure out the loophole. Now they're gonna come and try to like get that money from you.
But I'm gonna hire a lawyer and we're gonna defeat that.
You're not allowed
The
to profit from a
stonk-hole
crime.
loophole.
Oh, that's right. But it wasn't a crime because it just landed in my account.
Yeah.
I didn't steal it.
It's a crime to keep money that's not yours.
Is it?
Yeah.
But if
Something
it
like that.
All right. I'm sure they have some stupid ass
I'm
law.
sure they do too.
They need to have a
They need
finders
to have
keepers
exactly. I
clause.
was gonna say in finders versus keepers.
Sexy ass down.
The historic
Keepers
case
win.
of the Supreme. It went all the way up to the Supreme Court. Finders versus keepers. Supreme Court ruled in favor of finders.
No, I wish they did.
Yeah, finders, and then everyone else is weepers.
Oh, fuck.
You know, Slam citizens, Burrito's always dreamed of being a Japanese Shinkansen driver. Despite not being Japanese, and recently overheard saying, "How hard can it be? The track does all the steering. I bet I can just nap between stops." Currently digging through the closet for his model train set to, quote, practice. This is Burrito's Nippon News. A segment within a segment. Within a segment. Within a segment. Within a segment.
That's right. I do have a model train.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I set it up around the Christmas tree.
Oh.
You set up a
Yeah.
Christmas tree at your apartment?
Well, yeah, a little tiny one, but the train is at my parents'.
The fact that you go to the effort of setting one up,
It's pretty small.
I mean, it's still effort.
I put up a tiny one
true.
as well.
You do
sometimes.
too?
It
I
always
don't-
takes me like well into February
to put it up.
to take it down. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a Shinkansen driver?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I was thinking about Christmas trees. Yeah. So the Shinkansen is the bullet train, and I'm gonna drive one day.
Much like this guy.
Yeah. Much like this guy. Shinkansen driver disciplined for taking a poop break while the train was going 150 kilometers an hour, which for everyone,
For normal people.
yeah, for normal people, that's 93 miles an hour.
That's a lot. That's fast.
Yeah.
Wait, so he just ducked into the bathroom that's on the train, obviously, not off the train?
Or he just hung it off the side.
It says the driver who was experiencing stomach pain
Oh.
called the conductor into the driver's compartment. He then asked the conductor, who is not licensed to drive the
Oh,
Shinkansen,
shit. This is
to
the
keep
problem.
an eye on the tracks ahead and look out for any trouble. Then he left and went to the passenger area to use the bathroom.
He should have used the executive one. That's the problem.
He was only gone for 3 minutes.
That's a fast shit.
Yeah.
That's
it's
not
super
bad.
fast, right?
Especially to wipe up
I can't
and all
do
that
that.
stuff.
He
Sometimes
didn't wipe,
that
dude.
takes
Come
3
on,
minutes.
dude. He stuffed a piece of toilet paper in his ass and just went back to work.
Probably. Dedicated
so-
to the cause.
And they've done the math in this article here, and it says it carried the passengers
4 miles?
7.5 kilometers. So yeah, that's what is that about?
15 miles?
No.
No, that's
4
like
or 5 miles?
6. I mean, a 5K is 3 miles.
I did the
5
same
miles.
thing in my mind, Arthur. I doubled it instead of halved it or whatever.
1.6. Divide by 1.6.
Yeah, I was thinking like pounds to kilograms for some reason.
2.2.
Yeah.
Your Honor,
Yeah, so you think this is
I
a
have,
problem?
I have a simple defense
I'm a
of my
simple
client.
Man.
I'm just a simple, small town lawyer.
Simple man.
My client had shit coming out of his asshole. What would you do, Your Honor?
Plug it with some
Shit
toilet
out the
paper.
window. Your
I'd,
Honor?
I'd tell him to take a seat.
I'd shit
and-
myself.
Man, what if there has to be some protocol for this, right?
Right.
There
Yeah.
should be. They should just
And
say,
apparently
deal with it
there's
yourself.
not.
Or if you
Apparently
got-
there's not.
Did you see in the manual they added shit yourself?
Yeah,
They should have the conductor seat be a toilet.
That's
There you
right.
go.
Or a diaper.
Thinking
They
about
should,
it.
they should
And
give you a
they got
diaper.
those-
It just
Super
goes
advanced.
straight to the tracks
Or
too.
maybe there's like poo bags like
They
where
got
you're
those super
driving.
advanced Japanese toilets. They can, at the very least, fix this problem.
Yeah, seriously. It's like in the plane. You know how the plane just shoots out your poop into the sky for everybody else to deal with?
How it works.
Yes.
No, that's a
Yes.
myth.
It's so high up that it freezes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Turns into dirt.
I don't know.
Goes
Turns
in the
into
ocean.
space dust. And it's yeah.
I'm still not believing that.
No, man, it freezes and it turns into space dust and it's sanitary when it comes down.
No.
There's so much of it sprinkled out everywhere.
It's just like
It's
snow
parts per
cone.
billion.
It's like a snow cone that falls from the sky, dude.
Yeah. It shreds itself in the turbulence of the atmosphere. The turbulence of the atmosphere.
Turbulence. Yeah, so maybe he wasn't feeling well because he ate something bad, which maybe came from this new store, a new unstaffed store, because that's the new trend.
Yeah.
There's a new one in Tokyo, and it sells entrails 24 hours a day. It's a beauty and health store. And I don't know if you guys opened this article, but the signage on the freezers is, it shows you exactly what it is. Like, there's a picture of lungs, there's a picture of like a stomach,
buttholes,
a heart, intestines.
Is this from a cow?
Pink stock.
Yes. Well, it might be
pig?
people. You never know.
Wet market.
The store's name is called Naizu, which literally translates to internal organs.
I love that.
I'd say.
Hey,
I love it.
We would call it guts or something,
Exactly.
Perfect.
Guts is a more fun way.
Can you swing back at guts? Can you swing by guts?
So it's
on the way home?
a beef entrails.
Yeah, what do you want to pick up?
Specialist store.
Some guts.
And it's just like a bunch of products that you can use from entrails. It's some of it's food, and sometimes it's
it's all food.
Some of it's wear.
It's everything but the meat.
Yeah, it's all food.
That would be a great name for it.
Everything but the meat.
Yeah. Everything else store.
But why does it say health and beauty? Like, what's this part?
Yeah, what
like,
does that
is it
mean?
A classification of store, like they sell beauty products.
No, so
It says
entrails
beauty
and
and health.
offal is
Same
generally thought to promote beauty.
Thought to promote is a fun way to say doesn't.
That's tiger penis, baby.
Yeah, it's like it's all to get hard, dude. And none of it works. It's like it's all to get a boner. Not a single one works.
I
How about
also
the
thought
smell
it
of
was
a son's
called
corpse?
awful. I thought it was called awful.
It says, offal is widely believed to have a beautifying effect due to its beneficial collagen protein content.
Bullshit.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So speaking of collagen protein content,
Speaking of things that are awful, Japanese woman asks for advice on how to deal with smell of son's corpse. Gets arrested.
Did she go to Yahoo Answers?
Chicken fries.
actually called the cops.
She called the cops.
My son's corpse is smelling.
What do I do about the
is
sticky corpse in
potpourri.
my house?
She called the cops and said, "There's an unpleasant odor coming from my son's corpse, and I don't know what to do."
And the cop's like,
That's a direct quote, dude.
That's a direct quote.
I thought you were just making a fun joke,
No.
but that's what she said.
She's 76 years old, and her son was 53.
okay.
Is this sad? Is this gonna be sad?
Well,
She got arrested.
She got arrested because you're
But
supposed to
she
report.
might be a little demented.
Yeah, you don't arrest demented people.
Yeah.
And by demented, I mean has
Yeah.
Alzheimer's.
When the police arrived, it said they found the man in the bedroom, deceased and lying face up on his futon. That's a bed in Japan. I think he had been dead about like a couple weeks. Like a week. Yeah, like a week. But the preliminary examination, the body revealed that it had multiple lacerations on his neck. So they're not really sure what happened, but
Did
they're
mom
gonna
kill him and then just left him?
try and figure it out.
Why else would he have lacerations
gumshoe
on his
this.
neck? Yeah, we figured
Also,
it out.
if you're crazy enough to make this call, you might be crazy enough to be a murderer as well, I would
sure,
guess.
yeah.
It's possible. It's possible. Speaking of old people that live with their mothers,
Oh.
have you guys ever played a dating sim?
Yeah,
No.
time or two.
What's the dating sim?
That's where you try to finger bang the chick at the
Yeah,
end.
a dating
But
simulator.
Is it like a choose your own adventure? Like,
Yeah, where
Yeah,
the
kind
adventure
of.
is finger banging at the end.
So there's a dating simulator that got kind of popular, and it's called.
Is it called Hotel Bar?
No, it's called Hatoful Boyfriend. It is a pigeon dating simulator.
Pigeon?
Yeah,
Yes.
pigeons.
The bird?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why
yeah.
would you want to date a pigeon?
No.
So-
because you are a pigeon.
So the character you're playing
Only pigeons can play
is,
this?
is a woman, and the woman is trying to get a boyfriend, but all the boyfriends are pigeons, like real pigeons.
Monkey's out of the bottle, man.
yeah. I mean,
And
pigeons
the-
give the best head.
There was a follow-up game called Hatoful Boyfriend
2.
Holiday Star.
Holiday Star.
Yeah.
It's still on point.
So is a hato like a pigeon? Like what's hato?
It's always like two
I'm not
words
sure.
that like are English words, but it doesn't. I don't really know why they're together. It's usually like the Japanese names. Holiday Star.
Holiday Star. They mean the Christmas star on the top of the tree.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
Speaking about characters.
Speaking about, yes, characters. Oh yeah, so they're pulling they're pulling the dating game, but it's not because it was weird. It was just because their contract was up. But if you still want to play it,
Bullshit!
because I think it's already been pulled because this is an older article because we're behind.
You can just watch the video.
I think it's still available on Steam.
Use
if you
promo
wanna.
code Slam City.
Yeah,
That's right.
use promo code Slam City Pigeon Lover,
Whoa.
and
It's a long code. We'll
That's
work
way
down the
too
code.
long, man.
But-
You gotta copy
Is that
paste that shit.
hyphenated? Do I put spaces?
Yeah.
It's any combination you can think of.
SC Pigeon Lover.
SC Pigeon Lover. LUVR.
Yes.
And if you do
your
the
AOL
dating
screen
simulator and you save the cum, send it to our what was the name of our company that tests cum?
Oh yeah, sweet cum.
No, it was
Sweet cum.
Kowaldi.
Sweet cum.
No, it's just sweet cum. It's a sweet cum.
No, that was Brian's nickname.
Brian Sweet Cum
Yeah.
McFly.
That's how he introduced himself to that lady at the bar.
It's an ironic nickname because my cum is very sour.
He just likes to set it up so that they're expecting something good, and then so the reaction's extra bad.
Oh, god damn it.
He zigs and then zags him, and gets him with that right hook.
You're an asshole.
So speaking of characters, sorry, Art.
Lemon
guys,
juice.
You guys get a bonus story this
Oh.
week. Yeah, you got story number 5. Original
bono.
McDonald's character Speedy makes a comeback in Japan. Before Ronald, there was a character called Speedy, and he was the mascot
McDonald's.
for the fast food chain.
Wasn't he just a hamburger?
Is he kind of looking? I don't know. He looks like a chef, and his face is very
Oh
round.
yeah,
very generic drawing.
he has a patty head.
Yeah, I guess he's
Yeah,
a patty.
head. There
Yeah.
it is.
This is cool packaging though.
Yeah, it's super nostalgic. That's kind of a big seller in Japan, is that nostalgia hit.
I bet that would hit here too.
You think so?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I've
Yeah.
never seen this before.
I've seen this.
I think
idiot.
I've seen it,
I've
yeah.
seen
I
this
think-
idiot before.
So I mean, that's why I put it in here, because
I
I,
saw
was
it
like,
on the
oh, this is
Founder.
kind of cool.
That's right. That's probably where I saw it too.
I just made that up. I don't remember it being
Yeah,
in
so
there, but it
so
probably
for a
was.
limited time, and it's going to be on the packaging, but only in Japan. So,
It's because they can't do the K-pop meal
Bullshit.
in Japan.
oh, that's what it is.
Is that what it is?
Because they can't do the BTS meal.
Tell me about it.
That's like
Yeah,
They're just
It's
anti?
like- that's like geopolitical shit, man.
I
yeah.
got you.
Oh really?
Dawn of
I'll follow
time.
it. It's a J's
South
versus the
Korea
K's.
doesn't like Japan. Japan doesn't like South Korea.
It's competitive
I mean,
markets.
yeah.
I mean, they had comfort women.
They got that J-pop. Oh,
They what for with women? What?
Comfort women.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
sweet cum.
Sweet comfort. Comfort women.
Anyway, that's Nippon News.
That wasn't even news. Back to the regular
Cum
news. Cum farts. What?
Comfort women. What?
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Sweet comfort. Coors is releasing an orange hard seltzer ice cream infused with booze.
Boozy ice
Like
cream.
a creamsicle?
No, it's just ice cream like you would buy.
like a
in
Is it-
sherbet?
is it a push pop?
No,
Yeah.
it's a cream pop.
So there's
Turning
cream in the
orange
middle.
cream pop.
Bro, I
It's
said
like-
creamsicle.
No, it's
Sounds
like a
pretty good.
Flintstones. Push
What's
it
different? This is kind of like a
Wait,
creamsicle.
so it's like so it's just like a sherbet?
creamsicle.
Maybe it is a creamsicle. It's called orange cream.
Does
right?
it have cream inside?
Depends. How far in the
Oh,
video
Jesus.
are you?
At the beginning when they put the fake stuff in. You guys know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, before they start rolling.
I fucking know what you're talking.
No.
I think I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you know, Art doesn't know.
Wait, okay.
Bullshit.
Tell me if I'm right, Gemini. It's a woman with a strap on,
Oh.
and she's Okay, never mind.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Just
That's
share
what I
notes.
thought you meant.
Share
I thought you
notes.
were referring to porn where a woman is wearing a huge strap on, and then she jerks it off, and then like a fake cum comes out of it at the end.
Yeah.
This happens at the beginning, though.
No, but now they're doing that
Oh,
where
they're
they're
loading it
actually
up?
like they're putting it into chicks, right? To make it seem like the dude just like has so much cum that he busted in there.
Are you
Oh, they
telling
do
me
a
that's
cream
not
pie
real?
before.
Yeah.
A pre-cream pie?
But they like when it's when she's just like dripping out gallons of fucking shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They load her up.
Okay, so they just do that in editing. They just like they stop and they inject it.
Yeah. Like a turkey.
And they move it to the end,
They baste it.
a different angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
Is that the
Different
search
one
term?
than what I was saying.
Just
But
basted.
Different from
Still
what you were
cool.
saying, but yeah, different kind of cool.
Turkey basted.
Turkey basted.
That's a new category.
Turkey basted.
It's gotta be.
Fresh basted.
Based.
It's called basting.
It's called basting. It's just called basting. Stop masturbating. Start masturbating.
So yeah, it's probably a creamsicle.
Oh,
but
yeah, creamsicle,
making
yeah.
an ice cream treat for the summer.
There's a boozy ice cream shop in the South Side.
Is it called Boozies?
Slam City South.
It's called Lil Boozies.
I don't remember what it's called.
You know what I
called-
think of that though?
Yeah, I know what you think of it. Art is a hater of all things ever.
Oh,
Especially this type.
Yeah, I mean, it is a gimmick. Art loves and hates the gimmick.
But
only the
I mean, I
extremes.
don't understand
He's no
where the
middle of the
line
road.
is.
I mean, it's basically like a cocktail, but
It
you're
doesn't
getting
have
ice
that
cream.
much alcohol in it. You're not going to
No,
get
but I mean,
drunk
like,
off
I'm
it.
trying to figure out what the line is for Arthur. He likes gimmicks, but he hates certain gimmicks. I'm still trying to figure out the code that you live by.
It's ambivalence, and it's extreme. So either he really hates it or he really loves it.
But how does he decide what to hate and what to love?
If it's cool or not.
How genuine?
All right.
How genuine is this idea?
Hype beast.
Boozy ice cream. I don't know. I just don't. I'm not feeling it.
I'm not going to be
That
able to
sounds
get
trendy.
as drunk on a boozy ice cream as I
Yeah,
am.
you'd have to eat a lot of ice cream. That's not good for you.
Oh, okay. It's
So
a health
basically,
thing.
you go from your you
It's
go
a
from your
health
gut.
thing.
I also think of a volume thing. I'm not going to eat that much ice cream. You know?
Yes, I will eat a lot of ice cream.
Well, okay, so I think you guys think that the alcohol is in the ice cream.
Yeah.
Don't break your hearts.
That's not. No.
So they
it's-
just pour shots on top of
yeah,
ice cream?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
That's how it is.
Even worse.
Hey, capital G, that gimmicky bullshit.
Yeah, even
Yeah,
more
you're right
gimmicky.
about that. You were right. See, I
Even
think you just
more
kind of go from
gimmicky.
your gut. You
That
get a gut
is
feeling about something,
horseshit,
Arthur, and
man.
then you're right.
Yeah. It comes from the gut.
I thought it was pretty good when I
And
had it.
I
Why?
bet they're working on bank loans, huh?
Oh my
Tasted
god.
good. I liked it.
I'm just fucking with shit, man, because that shit is capital G gimmicky.
You don't have to go.
No, man.
This is
I'm already
Art's
hating
new,
it.
this is Art's new podcast, all in his own capital G gimmick, where he just gripes about shit, or tells you he
Yeah,
loves it.
Capital G gripe.
It's just
Oh
capital
no,
G.
it's just capital G.
There you go.
Oh.
That's actually a really great name.
Let's do
Capital
this.
G.
That's our new session. Capital G.
G.
What do you want to gripe about?
Yeah. Well, it's mostly going to be you.
5% off.
It's
Jesus.
got to be griping about gimmicks. That's why it's a capital G.
5% off is a gimmick. For
I could
sure.
do that shit all day long.
I know. That's why we limit this
I think-
podcast.
To bring it back to Velma, I think that's why I don't like that kind of
Sexy
stuff because it's a gimmick.
Yeah.
I think the whole like reinventing cultural things like that is just. Anyways, go on.
I thought you were talking about side characters getting their own shows, like Loki. That's a gimmick.
No,
Yep.
that's okay.
It's canon.
Gimmick.
No, it's a gimmick.
Capital G gimmick.
Speaking of Disney properties that have mouses as mascots,
Plagues.
Mouse plague forces Australian prison to evacuate.
Oh no.
A plague of mice in the Australian state of New South Wales. New South Wales has forced a prison to evacuate at least 420 inmates. And not as cool 200 staff. According to local
let's change it to
authorities.
69 staff.
Yeah, it has to be 69 staff.
Slim City
you.
Invest News.
It's crazy how they had both 69 staff members and 420 inmates.
Yeah, they have to like
They limit
they have to
themselves.
turn inmates away.
Yeah, no,
to maintain.
sorry. Yeah. This is a very exclusive
gotta
club.
be in
We have to keep a
ratio.
balance here.
They actually
Yeah.
had 70 staff, but one got sick and went home. So coincidentally,
One got eaten by a mouse.
one was a mouse.
Dude, it's crazy how. Have you ever seen those videos where the dude opens like a barn door and then it's just a sea of
Yeah.
mice?
Oh no.
Yeah.
It just looks like water.
So uncomfortable.
Like a flood
One
of water.
mouse is very cute, but like
a sea
thousands
of
of mice
Ugh.
is not.
Yeah, because
And
you
then
feel them
you
crawling
could
on
just
you.
like there's like a wave.
Undulating.
Ugh.
Could you crowd surf
Undulating.
on like
No,
the wave?
no. They're not load bearing.
If I knew these were clean mice, yeah, and more fictional mice that can handle.
Yeah, if this was
Yeah,
in a
but they're
cartoon,
still like
you
crawling
could
and
definitely
trying
do
to
that.
bite your
Let's say
dick.
this is an anime.
What about like
Mice are always
Sky's
trying to
limit.
bite your dick.
An anime?
It's where the cheese is.
like bodyboarding, like boogie boarding? What if
They
you
like peanut butter
or
too.
like surfing? Like you actually have a surfboard.
You know they're not load
How about
bearing.
crowd surfing?
It doesn't have enough momentum to carry a whole ass human being.
But if there was enough,
Yeah,
of
but
them-
they're dispersing the weight on
Yeah.
thousands of mice.
yeah,
Wouldn't that work?
it's like a
I
foot
want you
deep.
guys
All these mice
to
are
lay
like in an
down
anthill,
on
and
a
they're just,
sea
you're just
of
riding on the
mice.
top.
and it's not one mouse deep either. There's got to be like
It doesn't help
That's
that
right.
there's more. It doesn't help that there's more mice underneath.
it becomes a
Dude,
fluid at some
it's a
point.
bunch of like
And-
mice
and
in
then
trench
I
coats.
will-
Non-Newtonian solid.
and then I will
mice?
surf
Yes.
on it.
Yes.
You're not. I don't think you're ever getting to the point of saturation.
I've already
that you
booked my
need.
flight
Okay.
to Australia.
Okay.
So
Well, you were promised. You were sold a bill of goods, and you were left holding the bag.
Bullshit.
Well, speaking of animals, elderly zoo penguin with arthritis gets shoes to provide relief. St. Louis Zoo officials said Enrique, an elderly penguin, got shoes to help with his arthritis. I mean, we just needed some wholesome.
Fucking
some wholesome
Enrique the
news.
penguin.
I hope he has a
Enrique,
little
dude,
mole.
he's 30. I read the story. Believe it or not, he's 30 years old.
Oh, wow.
Around 30.
How
They
long?
normally
dude?
die at 10.
Ooh.
Whoa.
So Enrique is balling, dude, but his feetsies
Well, his
kinda
feet
hurting.
weren't meant to last this long.
That's right. So they made little boots for him to ease the pain, and we're really rooting for you here at Slam City, Enrique.
Yeah, he got orthopedics. He got memory foam.
Down at the
He
Slam
got
City
grandpa
Zoo.
shoes.
I bet he's grumpy though, dude.
Oh yeah, Enrique's a piece of shit.
Dude, fucking trying to
If
fuck
I was
all
a
the
30-year-old,
youngins.
yeah, he's like trying to chase after him. Oh, if I had more orthopedics, I'd get you, bitch.
Dude. Enrique just starts just harassing. I mean, this is like
Hey, young
it might have been a
blood.
mistake. He's just rolling up on penguins, dude. I mean, but good for him, Enrique. Lay some pipe.
Speaking of pipe, 42,000 pounds of missing pistachios leads to possible illegal pistachio operation.
Pistachios.
Tell me about these illegal pistachios.
Sugar dates and pistachios.
Are we pronouncing it pistachios now, or what?
we
I'm
ain't
not
stop.
mad at it. I felt like trying it out.
It sounds nice.
I pistachio you a question.
Oh no.
Wait,
Oh, no. Wait, pistachios?
Oh my god.
yeah, sorry.
The hole just keeps getting deeper, guys.
I'm just saying pistachios are really expensive. So hook
They
me up with
are.
some illegal ass pistachios.
42,000 pounds is probably. I mean, what is that? I mean, if you had to
What's
get,
that
100
street value?
grand.
That's like one turned over 18 wheeler.
You're right.
It might be like 3 18 wheelers. Thinking of like weight limits.
20,000.
I don't know. They're pretty small.
Pounds.
Oh, pounds.
So like
right.
2.
Yeah, maybe.
Finding-
that sounds about right.
Finding 42,000 pounds of pistachios in your garage is like finding $1 billion in your bank account.
No. Well, how are you going to move them,
It's
dude?
like finding a mouse wave that you can ride like a surfer.
It's a non-Newtonian fluid of pistachios. It's finally
no,
low bearing.
I mean, you're going to have some. I think you're going to have an issue moving this weight.
I mean, people are willing
Why
to buy
wait?
a discount. People are willing to buy a discount fucking pistachios at the farmer's market, dude. You don't think they're bagging it up at like fucking, I don't know, $4 a pound? I don't know how much pistachios.
Yeah, but you need
are
an
for.
operation to get these bags.
Farmers markets.
Yeah,
You
you're
just
right.
put it in brown bags, man.
There's people lining
That's
up out
true.
the door to distribute this stuff.
Easy.
Are these intergalactic
Easy way-
pistachios?
Oh,
Yes.
no. Jesus Christ.
How deep does it go?
How far does it go? Actually, when does it go? Is the more valid question.
Yesterday.
The product? Shit.
It's whenever they name their child hypertext markup language. Web
Why would they
designer
do
gives
that?
us baby boy bonkers name in homage to his profession. Web designer has named his baby boy hypertext markup language as he wanted to pay homage to his profession.
That's an egg, right?
An egg?
I don't know why.
An homage?
Yeah.
Maybe that's fromage.
Wow, that's
Nah.
cheese.
That's cheese.
No, it's egg.
That's egg.
Okay.
Like he's
becomes
not
egg.
on. Like he's not on day
Dude.
469 of streak of French.
I'm on a damn streak. bruh.
Bruh.
But there isn't any kind of egg that's made with fromage.
I mean, you can put cheese in an egg.
You can shape it into an egg, right?
Sure.
A fromage egg.
You can have a Fabergé egg.
There you go. Maybe that's what we were thinking about this whole time.
I think we were thinking of Fabergé eggs this whole time.
What does Fabergé translate to in English?
I think it's just a last name, man.
Nah, it translates to
Dude.
something.
Fabric.
I think the story about naming his child HTML is burying the lead because his. Well, never mind, dude. I thought his name was Dad Mac. Okay,
No.
It says Dad Mac Pasquale, or however you say it.
He's a
I thought
Daddy
his
Mac.
first name was Dad Mac.
That sounds like a Filipino name.
Maybe that is his name.
Dad Mac. It could be his name.
Okay, so Dad Mac Pasquale said having unique names is a family tradition as he welcomed his newborn child. So he is named Dad Mac.
I want to believe he's named Dad Mac.
I think his name might be like Mac for macaroni. I'm not making that up.
Mac for Macintosh.
His full name is Father Macaroni.
Yes.
Father,
And, he
yeah.
goes by Dad Mac.
Dick Van Dyke. Meet Father Macaroni and my child, Mark. That's short for hypertext markup language.
Wait, what is your Dick Van Dyke name?
Penis Van Lesbian.
Gets me every time, dude. Gets me every time.
Sit your little sexy ass down.
That was the news. This.
Food truck fanboys, you haven't lived until you've conquered the crazy one. Intergalactic Boba Runner Booba Gets serves you everything in the crazy one. Infinite calories for a not so infinite price.
$9.95.
Best bring your appetite, cause the crazy one has
Everything!
No substitutions.
No!
Don't give up your much earned cred by asking for no pickles or no onions. Booba won't hold the mayo because it wouldn't be the crazy one if it didn't have
Everything!
So next time you've got a craving for clout that'll get your feet wet, find the most badass food truck in the galaxy and order the crazy one from Booba Gets.
Ah, Booba gets. That gets it. So get it. What have lunch?
We actually
Breedix
did it at the same time.
in the studio.
Ooh.
Tell us, what'd you have for lunch?
Oh shit, what happened for lunch?
Boom cheese.
Oh yeah,
Boom
I've been
cheese.
forgetting the boom cheese.
Gotta bring the boom.
Boom cheese. There was some green creamy stuff.
Ew. Like a pesto?
Like a cyst.
Jalapeno ranch dip.
Almost. Boom cheese. It was 8 inches long.
Jesus Christ.
Turkey avocado.
You ate your own dick, dude?
Yeah.
You ate your own dick, too.
See, that's a fun way to compliment your bro. Sometimes you
Yeah.
gotta compliment your bro's dick size.
Boom cheese, the other thing, is usually served as a crumble, or it can be served as a crumble.
What? What is a crumble?
Are you talking about
Granola.
Blue cheese?
Art got turkey
Avocado.
and
Oh,
avocado.
bacon.
Yeah. Turkey bacon
crumbly
guacamole.
from
From
Quiznos?
the Quiznos, that's right.
You're
You know what? I
single-handedly
kind of
keeping
want
the
to go
corporation
Quiznos.
alive.
I miss Quiznos.
Burrito's single-handedly keeping the corporation
I am.
alive.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody
believe
else
that.
I know goes to Quiznos.
I don't think he's ever been there where there's a line.
We used
Yeah,
to have a
there is.
Quiznos right next to our Blockbuster, which combines some tropes from the show.
Yeah.
So we would go to Blockbuster and then hop over to Quiznos.
That's
Pick up
surprising.
some,
a
toasties.
toasty
Super
sub.
surprising.
What
There
was your
were-
jam, Brian?
What's that?
What was your jam at Quiznos?
I don't remember. It's been so long. It was probably just like whatever their like original set, just like their
The
number
turkey
one.
avocado bacon.
The
8 inch.
traditional,
Yeah, it wouldn't have been
maybe?
that.
It's a fairly forgettable sandwich.
What is
You
it?
know what I mean?
What,
me,
turkey
Quiz-
avocado bacon?
No, to me, Quiznos is a fairly forgettable sandwich.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean I think it's
I
pretty
mean,
good. I
breaking
would
his heart
prefer it to
right there.
Subway.
What's that? It's a step above Subway, but it's. I mean, there's other
That's true.
sandwich shops too. You know, I'd rather have a Jimmy John's.
You're
Jersey
on
Mike's,
Team Jimmy
perhaps.
John's.
Jersey
I feel like
Mike's.
they're all on the same level.
Something I never get, but I
Or like a
really,
Witch
really
Witch?
love. No, I mean,
hate
which is better?
Nah,
I'm gonna say Firehouse Subs.
nah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, ah. That's a good ass sub.
I'm not sure I've had a firehouse.
Art's tummy's tied to his pocketbook.
There's a lot of
sub
facts
ta-
there.
That's
a lot of
tum
facts.
tum.
That sub
These are fucking
is too
sandwiches.
expensive to fit my palate.
These are
I
sandwiches.
have no taste for your expensive Subway sandwich.
Think of the volume, like say someone like Burrito makes in sandwiches at home versus sandwiches he gets outside.
I mean, he eats a lot of sandwiches.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How do you not get a fat ass with all them sandwiches?
I don't know.
Yeah, where's your fat ass?
He stays balls
Yeah, where's
deep.
your fucking fat ass?
He stays wet.
Yeah, he stays balls deep, man.
Okay.
He stays Sigma.
That'll help.
Yeah, I don't eat them. I just
just
fuck
makes them.
I just fuck them and then throw them in the trash.
Yeah. Lonely sandwiches.
Isn't that what you guys do with your turkey bacon guacamoles?
Yeah, I mean, you put it in the microwave first.
Oh, they run it through the
Oh, the toaster.
yeah the toaster.
Oh, that
you
sounds
get it
nice,
fresh
dude.
off
I'm not
the
even.
toaster.
I was just
I'm not mad at
imagining
it.
fucking a normal sandwich, and I didn't hate what I was imagining. So if you toasted it,
Now it becomes palatable because now that guac has a nice consistency to it.
Ooh,
Little
That's what
mayonnaise.
Quiznos does.
Jesus Christ.
That's all they do.
You can't get it not toasted.
I mean,
there.
you have to ask for it to be not toasted.
You
and then
can't-
They
they
tell
won't
you
do
to
it.
get the fuck out.
Do you typically take it to go or do you eat it there?
Nah, I take it to go.
He's trying to eat out of Quiznos.
Let's say the girl at the hotel bar that got away was there. I know what
Burrito's
you're
not
saying.
going to
I'm
try.
not-
He's
I'm
not
just
going
saying
to
it
pull up. Hey, is this seat taken? I know that there's a lot of other seats I could probably sit at, and it would be way less weird if I did it that way. But hey, could I sit here?
That sounds like something Gemini Jackson would do.
And it would work.
it would work.
It totally would work.
It would work, dude.
Would work.
No doubt.
would work.
It's just like so out
With
of
Gemini
the
So
Jackson.
stupid. Yeah, would work with Gemini Jackson.
That's your
No,
pod.
but it's not like
That's his
woodworking.
dating,
It's
like-
woodwork.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's your-
We're
that's your
gonna-
dating-
We're
yeah,
just
yeah.
come up with stupid scenarios to throw at
This is how
somebody.
an alpha male like
Yeah, would
handles the
appro-
situation.
The approach.
Yeah, there you go. The
Yeah.
approach with Gemini
Would
Jackson.
work. The approach with Gemini
Yeah,
Jackson.
episode 1 would work. You gotta treat him like a piece of babinga.
Oh no.
Rare.
What? You gotta profile it. What?
I don't know. I'm just roughing
Gotta
here.
sand the shit out of it. Don't.
You gotta pick out the right piece.
Get that tongue oil. Ooh. Bring out the shine. You can see the layers. Ooh.
No, that's not how it goes. You can just talk about it, man.
Now I'm just talking about babinga. It turned into
Y'all
real
lost me.
over.
Is that a type of wood? That would,
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
It's
context
Art's
clues?
go-to wood.
It's my go-to like exotic
fancy.
wood. Yeah, if we're talking about exotic wood, I always say babinga.
Most people go mahogany.
No,
You know,
that's not
maybe
exotic.
ebony.
That's just
He
like
goes babinga because
very
it
high
sounds
quality wood is
stupid.
mahogany.
Babinga is
Bada bing, bada bing.
that is babinga is objectively the stupidest wood name.
Objectively.
Objectively, name another one stupider. You can't. Poplar's close, but it's better than babinga. Babinga just sounds illiterate. Like, hey, give me some of that wood. Babinga.
You know, the babinga. It's similar to like chingas if you're just saying,
Yeah, like thing, that piece of shit.
yeah.
Them chingones.
Chingadera.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
That's like the F word. Like it has many uses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Like
I mean,
fucking?
It is, yeah.
Does it mean like give me that fucking thing?
They
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
shit.
you could use like that word interchangeably with a lot of those places.
La chingadera is like that fucking thing over there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
The thing that fucks over there.
Yeah.
The thing that fucks. The fucking thing. The thing fucks. Art, what'd you have for lunch?
It was kind of a
Alright, what
mix
do
of
you-
like fast food and food made at home because they just kind of overlapped each other.
Sure. It was
First
just
one.
chicken nuggets.
You picked the right spot, I'll say that, but it was not chicken nuggets. It's a
Okay.
It's a typical one that I get.
Boom cheese McDonald's.
Yeah, you picked,
McDouble.
it was the McDouble.
Oh,
Yes.
for free?
Man, it wasn't free. It was a
Oh,
little too-
return
Man.
it.
Yeah,
Return it. You guys ever return fast food?
Oh,
I just
man.
write it off.
You guys ever return fast food?
Yeah, you gotta write, dude. You have to write it off.
Yeah, it's like in every instance you just write off the fast food, right?
Yeah, you gotta write it off, or eat it. I just eat it. I
I
don't.
return it expecting that they're gonna give it to me anyway and then make me a fresh one.
That's the alpha.
I mean I go up to the counters like, yo, there's no cheese on this. Oh, well, you know, just keep that one. I'll make you a fresh one. Thank you. I know.
Thank you.
But now they don't do that because I guess people got wise to that shit. They'll get the sandwich from you to throw away.
Which is fucked up.
It is fucked up, but it prevents people like
And
me.
then
It doesn't really prevent me. I'm still doing it on the off chance that someone
Yeah,
will
you'll
just
get a
make
better
me-
burger
Yeah.
with cum in it or spit
Sure.
or whatever. But
Yeah, whatever your flavor is.
So you had a McDouble and then you made fries at home to save money. What did you do?
Some Maritas.
I mean, I would do that.
Yeah,
but
it does.
I don't do that.
Well,
But it was like
it's a
it
hassle.
has nothing to do with the McDouble. It's just like something I have typically.
Oh yeah, I
at
do that all
lunch.
the time. I mix and match.
Ramen.
Yes,
Oh, hey.
Oh,
I do that way too often.
Yeah, you do.
especially on like today.
Yeah,
So
you do.
It's pretty basic. But yeah, it's a weird combo. A McDouble and a bowl of ramen. I couldn't even finish the ramen. I felt like I had way too much salt because again, my McDonald's wasn't customized.
Wasn't there a place that did ramen burgers? Does that
Yeah, I
sound
think so.
familiar?
Yeah.
Ramen burgers?
I think they make a patty out of the ramen.
Yeah.
Well, not a patty.
Or
the
they-
buns
the bun.
They make the
out of
buns
buns
out
out of
of
the
it.
ramen.
Yeah.
Anybody
is that
have
on
one?
Airport Boulevard in Slam
I
City?
think it's
You're gonna try it out, huh?
it was a gimmicky thing, like something in
Oh.
like food blogs.
Capital G or no?
Yeah, like a cronut. Yeah, with a capital G.
Yeah, cronuts are bullshit.
That's what
Just
I'm
give me
saying.
the
What are
yeast.
cronuts?
Like
It
croissant
was a fad
donuts.
that went through real quick, but it was like
That's dumb.
it's a food, so everybody. It's like avocado toasters these days.
No, that ain't going away.
Yeah, that left.
never
that's
left.
got some-
It never left. Much
It
like
really
ska.
didn't.
Yeah,
Avocado toast. You missed it, Brian.
man, new
Oh,
competition.
no,
That was the
best
perfect one. Yes.
Scott,
Avocado toast.
I like that.
Damn, dude. Avocado toast. That's hot shit.
That's like an album title.
Yeah.
I thought
It could be a
that
band,
the
like a
closest
side
one
band.
before that was Scotterhouse, but that's nothing compared to
No,
Scotterhouse toast.
Scatterhouse
It's a
looks like
distant-
Scatterhouse. It's a little messy.
distant
Avocado
second.
is nice to say.
Scavocado
Yeah.
is very, very satisfying.
It's like cellar door.
like
Yeah.
cellar door.
It's a new cellar door.
It's a new, it's better than it's a new better cellar door. It's Scavocado.
Boomchi, what? Okay.
Canned meat.
Man. No, it wasn't canned meat. They
Panda Express.
The office had some
Oh.
office
Barbecue.
food from the grocery store. So what would you do if you were to bring a spread for an office?
Probably be a party
Like a
tray.
sandwich tray.
I had a sandwich, but instead I wrapped up in lettuce because I'm watching my carbs.
Okay.
Then some,
like a
I had a
lettuce wrap.
side of fruit.
I was gonna say there's probably a
Nice.
fruit tray, maybe some charcuterie.
I had one
watermelon.
type of fruit, and it's the best summer fruit there is.
Watermelon.
Yep.
Nice.
That's true.
Seedless.
Watermelon. I saw a
MG.
Japanese lady chop a watermelon in half.
Ooh,
With her hands.
Yeah, I saw it too.
I see
Did
it a lot
stuff
too.
It did stuff
I didn't know I needed it.
until until you couldn't live without it. You didn't know you needed it until you couldn't live without it. Slam City Radio. That's our catchphrase. That's our catchphrase.
That's
Do
a
you-
bumper sticker.
Do you
Yeah.
put anything on your watermelon, Brian?
Oh,
Eat it raw.
no! What do they do? They
Salt.
put like salt
A
on
little
it.
salt.
That's not bad.
Or
in fact, there's
Lucas
some in the
chili
fridge.
powder.
I might do that before I leave.
Oh, chili powder.
Put some Lucas chili powder on that.
Lucas.
Oh yeah, that stuff is pretty good too. Tahine.
Tahini.
Tahini.
I don't know if I
That
want
works, too.
that.
But
Tahini.
yeah,
That's a
it's not
salty
my
sweet.
favorite. But I just like putting a little salt on it.
How about
Salt's not bad.
just eating it as it is?
I just eat
Yeah,
it
I
as
like
it
that
is.
too.
But cold.
Carter doesn't like a gimmick,
It's gotta
and
be
by doesn't
refrigerated.
like, I mean, he might like it.
Let the
It's
watermelon
arbitrary.
speak for itself.
You remember when we tried to put a
You know, why put salt
a
on
bottle
beef?
of vodka in it?
Yeah, and it didn't.
Yeah.
So we just like chopped it all up.
I
and
think
we
it
just had a
OD'd and
watermelon
died
slurry.
before it could absorb all the
Drunk
vodka.
burrito was given a very sharp knife and told to
Drunk
cut the
burrito.
watermelon.
Instead, he cut his wrist, and then we had to call the police.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Is that true?
He cut his
Yeah,
life into
false.
pieces. He cut his
That
life
was
into
his last
pieces.
resort.
In the morning, there was like dried watermelon juice
Everywhere.
all over the kitchen floor.
Everywhere.
That's what he calls the blood that came out of his wrist.
Yeah.
Try watermelon juice. Mommy on watermelon
What
again.
is
I
all
need to
this?
go to
Why am I so
hospital.
tired?
That was autobiography. That's what it was
Yeah,
called.
watermelon juice.
Dried,
The
dried watermelon.
dried
juice.
watermelon juice. A burrito.
And the book is like a textured cover.
the story of the burrito, and there's like seeds and stuff, and it's like
That reminds me of a friend. There was I had a friend, and we would drink in high school. And his thing for a couple weekends, he tried this fun bit where he would get really drunk, and wherever he was, he'd be in the kitchen, and he would just pee in the he would just pull his
Yeah.
dick out and pee on the
Sure.
kitchen floor. And he wasn't super drunk. He just thought it was funny, and it was funny.
Did
But it
you-
was
someone had to
also
clean
not
up the
something you
fish.
should
someone
do.
has to clean it up,
That's right. Yeah, and
And
I
it's
don't.
not
I don't
him.
think he
and
did.
he wasn't going to be the one to do it.
He didn't do it. He was
The
the
guy-
guy. He was an asshole.
The guy who pisses on the floor is never the guy who cleans it up.
Bitch.
Unless it was an accident.
No, then
What's
you
that?
didn't piss on the floor. You accidentally. You had an accident. You clean it up. Boom chi! I made it at home. Boom chi.
Breakfast food.
No, it's Mexican, but the execution really wasn't. But it was, and it was a very unique execution.
It was an
Tex-Mex?
enchilada.
It's not enchilada.
It's a taco.
It is.
A chimichanga?
No, he got it already. It was a taco.
It's not a
Was
fish
it like a
taco, is
taco
it?
bowl?
You like fish.
It was not a fish taco. It was not a taco bowl. It
Taco
felt like
nachos?
something Taco Bell would pull out of their ass.
Mexican pizza.
No, it's a taco. But the execution's different. Boom chi. It has to do with the shell.
Oh.
Yep. Did you use like a lettuce?
No.
I know what
that's
it
not
is
something
now.
Taco
What is
Bell.
it? Tell me.
It's
You don't
that-
know.
It's that chalupa that's made out of chicken.
It's not chalupa, man.
Enchilada?
No, it's taco.
Okay, but
What-
you
was
didn't
the
use a bread
tortilla
product for the
a piece
taco
of chicken?
shell.
It is not a chicken for the shell, and it was not a tortilla for the shell. You're correct.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, this is what I did as a kid. Was I would take white Wonder Bread and I would just smash
that's
it
not really-
to make my
Is it a
own
lettuce
tortilla.
wrap?
Take the
No, not lettuce wrapped. That's the most white bread story I've ever heard. It sounds exact. Look,
I definitely
look,
feel like
it's
you're not
just
the
like a
only one.
tortilla.
I definitely feel like you're not the only one. I mean,
Yeah,
when
for
you
sure.
found the rolling
Oh,
pin,
man.
it changed the way you did things.
That's right, dude.
Yeah, it
you
really
take the
got
crust
it,
off
yeah.
and you roll it.
Yeah.
It got a real like
Made it nice and
consistent
even.
texture.
Didn't really
yeah.
break apart.
Yeah, no, but I didn't do that. It wasn't a bread product for the tortilla. It was not bread.
But it's
product.
something thin enough that you can
Is
fold.
it a crate?
No, that's bread product,
Pancake. Oh,
Did
damn
you
it.
use rice?
not rice,
Seaweed?
Was it a meat?
not meat or seaweed. This
Is the news.
was cheddar cheese.
We would never
Ow.
have guessed that.
Oh, yeah.
They just made they kind of fried it to where it became a.
No, they sell it to you in sheets and
Oh.
circles, and you put it in the microwave, and
Oh.
it puffs up, and you can put it over things, and it takes the shape. And it was awesome.
That's nice.
It's a mess. It's a hassle for sure, right?
Yeah.
Because once you bite
Yeah.
it, the whole thing breaks. But if you do it right, you have a nice cheese. Oh, it was good, man. It was good.
Sounds good. Damn.
So you could do the Mexican pizza approach, and I think that would probably be perfect.
Well, you have to now that they fucking made the biggest mistake of their entire.
Goddamn lives.
You need
Yeah.
to sit your little sexy ass down.
And that was what we had for lunch, boys.
So last night I pulled my meat, and it felt so good I pulled it again. Hey, it's me, Meat Rob. You might know me from that time a giant robot rabbit terrorized the city. Or maybe I electrocuted you or someone in your family accidentally. You might be thinking, Meat Rob, how do you do it? But it's no secret, it's just daddy juice.
Hey, buddy, you look a little tired. Feeling run down? Maybe it's time to crack open a fresh can of daddy juice to help you finish strong. Still sucking on your first one? No sweat. Double fisting is never a bad idea. So take a daddy juice in each hand and let that soothing jolt of energy wash all over your face, neck, and chest like a calm tsunami that will make you say, "Oh, mommy."
Daddy juice comes in delicious flavors like salted plums, peach straw nectar, and white honey.
Daddy juice will calm you down and fuck you up. Daddy juice, take it to the face.
Everyone's entitled to truth. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Slam City Radio. Get in touch with us through our contact form at slamcityradio.com. We'll send you a sticker to the Ask You Royal Stick It. Subscribe Spotify, iTunes, Google Play.
All day, every day.
He's looking on your ass.
I said split. Take the scene, you turkeys. Get out of my I'll see y'all.
Stick it up your damn ass. I'm black and I'm gay. What were we talking about? Who was black and
Fred.
gay? Oh,
From
Fred.
Scooby-Doo.
I'm black and I'm gay. He just keeps saying that.
That's his opening to his blog, and it's a vlog. It's Fred's vlogs, and that's the
What's
entire.
up? I'm Fred. I'm black and I'm gay. What's up? Let's
Yeah,
talk about
suck,
culture
dick.
war.
What is it with not wearing ascots no more? I think they're pretty fresh.